Let's get this going. The fans don't want him, man.
The fans did want him. It's politics with the NBA.
Okay.
DC, he's true.
He's a crybaby then.
No, it's not because he cried.
Yeah,
it's
he's
because he posted that. It all goes back to when he posted that book or something like that.
About the flat earth?
I mean, it goes into that too.
Kyrie believes in the flat earth. He thinks it's flat, or at least that it's not round.
Well, it just goes into also just him being woke and just him using his voice and just speaking out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see, that's the thing is most people don't really say what they really feel. They say what people want them to say.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like they're sheep. People say what they think's gonna make other people happy instead of saying how they feel. Once I started telling people how I feel, I lost friends. Okay. Family members started looking at me different, like, what? Like, well, man, that's how I feel. And then they would be like, well, you have daughters. How do you feel like that about abortion? I was like, well, yeah, I understand that. But I gotta teach my daughters how to be so they don't ever have to get an abortion. You know, and if it's risking their life that they have to end the baby's life, well then of course, you know, but if not, if they get pregnant and it's their fault, well, you gotta deal with the consequences. That's my grandson right there, child. That's the way I look at it. You know, if my mom would have aborted me, I wouldn't be here to talk to y'all. Would have never met my grandma and grandpa. My mom got pregnant at 17. My dad was 15. Neither one of them could take care of me. You know? I'm glad abortion was illegal then, motherfuckers. Probably would have killed my ass.
Through that Akon.
All right, you started it?
Yeah, we
It's going.
Yep.
Oh, let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Welcome back.
What we got first? Single black female? She on welfare?
That's crazy.
I'm fucking around. I mean, I'm not fucking around. There's a lot of white people on welfare too. It is what it is, man. I don't give a shit.
The bone, joy, and harmony is crazy, though.
Say this to be hypercritical of Joy Taylor. I don't have harsh opinions of Joy Taylor. She's not someone that I didn't get along with. I basically, you know, for the most part, just kept my distance from Joy Taylor. And I kept my distance, not because I didn't like her, it's just because I knew myself. I know myself.
Wow.
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly, it's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance.
Yo, he foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, right there. Pause it right there. Pause it.
That's what I did. I kept my...
You see this look right here? You see this look on her? Let that smile at you and her, and you... Man, I'm sorry, Veronica.
You said...
I'm sorry.
You said... You know what you capable of.
Well, see, that's the thing, man. It's... When you're put into a situation like that, and you can do it, a lot of guys will do it. It's all up to the girl to do this one. And once the girl does that, most guys are going to dive in. I'm not saying you got to have self-control not to do it, but most guys, they're like, okay, fuck it. Especially if they're single. Shit.
Man.
Picture that. That's like a porn star face right there, bro, with them glasses on. With them. She's literally about ready for a porn scene. All right, let's continue.
my distance. Because when you put some woman in a job, talking sports with a bunch of men, it's a job she's not qualified for. She's talking sports with professional athletes, people that did it at the highest level. She's talking sports with me or Colin Cowherd or other people that have like really studied sports at a super high level. What does she have to offer other than her sex appeal? And so should we be surprised that she leaned into that? No, we should. They put her in that position where it's the only thing she had to offer, and so she offered it up and got what she wanted. Let's think this through. As if you go into the lawsuit and the things that Nusheen says and the way she says things played out, Joy Taylor was some sort of fill-in talk show host down in Miami who, people in Miami kind of knew who she was. I think she may have had some association with Dan Le Batard or whatever, but she hadn't taken Miami by storm as a radio talk show host. She was a little extra, attractive girl, Jason Taylor's sister. Hey, let's put her on radio. But she hadn't really done anything. But somehow, she's qualified to be the host of Undisputed, a debate show between Skip Bayless, who, like him or not, was an accomplished sports journalist for a time, and a Hall of Fame football player in Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe reached the top of the sports industry. Skip Bayless reached the top of the sports media industry. And
Pause it
Joy
real quick.
Taylor.
Pause it real quick. I mean, so I can see why they make her host, because as a guy watching this, I wouldn't mind watching a girl host it and talk about it if she knows what she's talking about, you know? Instead of just seeing guys there all the time.
Yeah, you gotta bring a little attention to it.
That's what I mean by it. So like it gives it a little bit something, the attention, something to look at. And so I can see why they did that, but they gotta at the same time make sure that she's somewhat knowledgeable of the sports at the same time. Go ahead, continue.
Going to be initially doing my own show, and Cowherd was doing something else, and just keeping it all the way real. Charlie Dixon wanted her to be involved with my show, and so we brought her in for a test. And I didn't think the test went well. And I let everybody know, hey, I don't think this test went well. I don't want, this isn't the direction I wanted to go. I was trying to play nice and trying to meet them halfway in terms of okay, you guys are insisting on a woman being on this show because that's what everybody wants. And I was like, well, you need to bring a grown-ass woman on the show if it's going to be with me. It can't be at this time. This is 10 years ago. Joy Taylor's probably 25, 26 years old. You talking about, I mean, I got a lot of discipline, but 25-year-old with them big cans and that peanut butter skin who has nothing to say, at some point I'm going to lose respect, and I'm gonna be like, well, the only thing she's got to offer is them big cans and that peanut butter skin. And so if I got to put up with it, I might as well enjoy them big cans.
I mean, he's just being honest, you know?
I said no. I don't want to put myself in that position. And so I can remember, I brought in Bonnie Bernstein. Bonnie Bernstein's around my age, a few years younger perhaps. But I was like, she's been around the block. She actually has been involved in sports media for a long time. She might have something of substance to offer. And the test we did with Bonnie Bernstein went much better. And I was like, if we're gonna go, they were adamant, no Bonnie Bernstein. When I look back in retrospect, when I say they, I'm talking about Jamie Horowitz, and I don't know if I heard from Charlie Dixon on this, but I'd certainly heard from Jamie Horowitz. They were adamant, no Bonnie Bernstein. And when I look back in retrospect, I'm not trying to disparage anybody, I'm just keeping it real. This show is called Fearless. I gotta tell you the truth so you can understand these things.
Fearless.
When I look back in retrospect, they were like, Bonnie Bernstein, she was 20 years ago. You know, we've had our way with Bonnie Bernstein. We want something fresh and new. And so Bonnie Bernstein, a woman that's pushing 45, 50 at that time, no value. No interest. No one's sexually attracted enough to Bonnie Bernstein at that time to give her the job. And so we didn't do that. I kept holding firm. Next thing you know, me and Cowherd are doing the show together, and Jason McIntyre is going to be our sidekick. And that was a better landing for me than doing the show with a woman. I need, put me in a guy environment, guys talking, that's natural. That's what I thought had the most value. Down the road at Fox Sports, Christine Leahy, when Cowherd left the show, Christine Leahy wanted to replace Colin Cowherd. I wasn't for that. I considered it because I like Christine Leahy, and what I wanted in that next position, replacing Cowherd, was someone that was in a much more junior.
When you shop in the Jewel Osco app, you.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
What you thinking so far on it?
I just don't understand how they paying multi-millions just to sleep with her.
Nah, I don't think that was a multi-million-dollar payout for sex. I think.
What you mean?
Like, regardless, I'm not paying nothing for the sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I mean, you got to be realistic. It is the oldest profession ever to be recorded. It's the first profession.
Prostitution.
Yeah, legitly. Y'all didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, you learn something new every day, man. I believe that. I mean, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe prostitution was like the first job, like the first profession or whatever it was, whatever you want to call it.
Damn.
It's crazy, right?
I ain't paying for nothing like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no,
and then,
I ain't paying.
so, I mean, whatever. You guys are not, but there are other people that are. So, them celebrities that you guys look up to and, you know, you got a jersey on, he paid for some cat before. I can't say this for certain, but...
No, Kyrie couldn't have did that.
Kyrie couldn't have done that. Okay, so one of them guys have before, okay? So, whatever X amount, dollar amount, definitely not no $1.5 million. Mm-hmm. So you can probably go to Vegas and find the cat. You can actually go to Vegas and get a whole bunch of catalogs of everything out there.
I was about to buy one for your cousin. When we was in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Them snappers.
Because you can do all that.
No, because
you
he
know?
said catalog, so it threw me off.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you talking about the little card things they hand out?
They got all kind of shit out
They
there.
hand that shit on
They
every
got
corner.
it everywhere out there. All right, so...
3 guys on the block.
My buddy was out there. He
He
sent me a catalog. When I mean a catalog, it was like a picture, like a flyer, and it had like a bunch of different chicks on there with their information, and it was crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
And so that's what I mean. So like, there's people that do pay for it, okay, and it's happened to be in sports. A lot of these guys are paying for it, so that's why it's just what it is. I don't think that's a $1.5 million offer to fuck her. No. I think it was probably like a 1.5 million to like a.
They probably definitely.
It was probably like a scandal. Like they were probably training her, man. They were probably running trains on her or something. I don't know. It was something. They were definitely doing something, and then maybe they offered her 1.5 million to be quiet, kind of like Trump gave Stormy Daniels some money, so she wouldn't tell on him that they fucked.
That's some wild
You get
stuff.
what I'm saying? So same type of thing probably could have happened there. I just, from what I heard about Skip Bayless, he doesn't seem like the type to give a broad $1.5 million. So it seems like he's a cheapskate motherfucker, but I mean...
Get him around some women, he'll spend that bag.
He might be getting old to where he was like, you know what? Let me give it a good thrill real quick and hook this lady up real quick. I don't know, but I don't know. I think she might be lying. I think she might be looking for attention because she probably got caught on her knees somewhere or something.
Skip didn't offer Joy that. Skip offered the person that's suing her.
Suing her?
Huh?
Suing who?
There's the hairdresser is suing Skip.
The hairdresser suing Skip.
Yeah, she's not the hair. Joy is not the hairdresser.
So,
Joy is just in the
lawsuit.
In the lawsuit.
But with the lady.
So she's just getting cracked for free.
In the lawsuit, it says that Joy pretty much fucked her way to the top.
Okay.
But the hairdresser saying that, hairstylist said that.
Yeah.
All right, and the hairstylist is the one that Skip Bayless tried to fuck or did fuck or...
Oh, yeah, tried to fuck, yeah. And the hairdresser didn't like it.
I think she's lying. At this point, now that you clarified what was going on, I thought he was trying to fuck old girl. Okay, so since he was trying to fuck the hairstylist, I bet you she knew some insider information because she's styling everybody up. People talking, giggity. And she probably said some shit. Somebody said some shit around her, and she probably, you know what? I'm going to blackmail these people. If they don't want to give me what the money I want, I'm gonna come forward and say that they raped me or molested me. We were just talking about this, how women will say some crazy shit and it not be true, be like all lies.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And then I guess she obviously didn't want to. Said that Skip got a wife, and Skip was like, "Well, isn't your dad Muslim? Doesn't he have 3 or 4 wives?" And
so it went there.
It went downhill from there, obviously.
Oh yeah, I don't think. I mean, it could be Skip could have said it. He's getting old. Probably seen the hairstylist.
Allegedly, I didn't read the lawsuit, but that's what supposedly it said all that in there.
Yeah, I could. Nah. Going off of what everybody around Skip says, it's weird. But I mean, maybe he is like that. Look at Diddy. We didn't know that Diddy was doing all. I guess people did know Diddy was doing that Diddy shit, but.
I mean, yeah, they definitely knew from them interviews.
So since they knew that Diddy was probably doing it, and none of the people around him can like definitively say that Skip is like that. But $1.5 million for some cat, no way.
Yeah, it's wild.
No
I don't
way.
even know. I guess she's just hating on Joy Taylor for just throwing her in the lawsuit.
There is no cat on the planet, women listening, that is worth that. So if you think you're worth $1.5 million, I'm sorry, you're not.
Yeah,
I hate to break it to you.
That's
Never.
This the LeBron one.
wild. Jason on a roll, ain't he? Huh?
For real.
What is the NBA storyline?
He couldn't do it, Jason. Compete for championships. I should say, steal them. His lack of desire to compete like all the other guys that came before him. To really destroy the competitive balance of the NBA and just destroy the desire of players to compete at all. Contracts swelling out of control, total and full guarantees, and can barely stomach watching the games on a nightly basis. Winning has just become secondary. In 2008-2009, he had the #1 seed in the NBA playoffs. He was the league MVP. They won the most games in the regular season those 2 years. He flamed out before the NBA Finals, and he just looked around at his supporting cast and said, I can't do it. I need more help. But he didn't just go to get help. He went and joined a top 3 player in the NBA at the time in Dwayne Wade and his primary competition in his own conference. And they recruited another top 25 player at the time in Chris Bosh. It was an unbeatable super team. And he squeezed everything he could get out of that. And then he went to another super team back in Cleveland with Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. And at that point, you have Kevin Durant and Steph Curry looking around, who were the other best players in the league at this time, saying, well, if he can do it, why can't we? If LeBron can have super teams and play with his buddies and have a fun, enjoyable time on the court and compete, why can't we do it too? So then Steph Curry and Kevin Durant decide to join up and get into the super team mix as well. And it just all coalesced in that like 2010 decade. And again, it's like I said, complicated because there's.
Do you consider Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen a super team, even though they were all old?
Yeah.
Yeah, even though they were like all at the end of their career. Every single one of them was at the end of their career.
The only one that was at the end of it was who?
Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett.
Ray Allen was still playing?
Ray Allen didn't start with them. Kevin Garnett didn't start with them. Paul Pierce, I think he was with them.
I think so.
Yeah. So, but they were all at the tail end of their career. All of them. Every single one of them. After they won the championship, they were literally at the tail end. They were there for a little bit longer, and that was it.
When they get drafted together. Well, when they form.
No, we don't have to stray off too much from this, but I just wanted to make the example that it was.
I think the first super team was the Celtics.
Was the Celtics? You think that was the first like assembled super team, but even though they were all old guys?
No, I think I can't think back, but I think there was more super teams before that.
But assembled, like how he said that LeBron assembled the super teams, which is he did. Hey Dwayne Wade, what's up, man? Can I get in with you, man? I want to win too.
Yeah.
You know, Dwayne Wade went with Shaq. It wasn't a super team. You know, he went with Walker. It wasn't a super team.
Hey Jordan, let's get Rodman over here.
But they had already won without Rodman though.
Let's get Horace Grant.
But they had already won.
We need a couple more championships.
Hey, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But they had already won without him though. As soon as Jordan got Pippen, they started winning.
Yeah.
I do understand that Pippen was the man, but like 11-time All-Star or something. He won. He went there a lot. He did a lot of good shit, and I think he got an MVP somewhere in there too. He was pretty good. He really, really good. I'm not saying that, but he didn't assemble that. He didn't say go at the best player on one team. Like, hey, we need to play together. Jordan didn't do that. You get what I'm saying? Like they drafted Pippen or something like that, and they got together like that. It was just different. It was more organic. This was Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. Hey, let's make a super team. I think that might be this kind of the first super team, but it was an old super team. It was like the first of, hey, we can do this. We can get together and we can win a championship even though we're old. Because all of them wanted a championship. They didn't have one. Paul Pierce didn't have one. KG didn't have one. And Ray Allen didn't have one.
All right, so look, you put Bron, Curry, and KD on a team right now. Are you considering that a super team?
I don't think they'll. I can't say no. I don't think so. Because they're all old. They're all at the tail end of their career. Every single one of them. They've all been in the league for 15 years plus.
So you're saying super teams only when they're at their
in their prime. Yes, in their prime. I would consider that a super team. So when LeBron was in his prime, went to the Dwayne Wade in his prime, Chris Bosh in his prime, I would consider maybe that the first super team, like the real, like the beginning of it. And then there's more teams after that started assembling like that because they had to compete. Like you said, when the prime Durant got together with the prime Curry and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. That was a fire ass team that they had there. They're almost unstoppable. That's why they won 3 championships. Mm-hmm. You know, so in order for them to beat LeBron and his crews over there in the East, they had to do that in order to compete. You know, so or else LeBron would have won. He would have caught up to Jordan, and the real basketball fans couldn't let that happen. Because it's just not real basketball no more. There's no real competition when 3 of the best players are on a team when they should be at just like 2. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like that. So
you're saying you're only allowed 2 superstars on a team?
No, not that you're allowed. If it happens to be, then it happens to be. But we shouldn't be able to. There should be some type of rules in play where players can't be talking like that. Like it happens now more than ever. Like I'm pretty sure it happened then, but it's just not out there like that now. Like it is now. Like you got LeBron calling up Dwayne Wade, and there's other players doing it, but I'm just using that as an example. Talking about, hey, we coming together, brother. You know, and they did. You know, KG did it. His crew did it. Like there are a lot of other teams did it too. That doesn't make it right. Now that's why it goes back to only one winners. Larry Bird and his crew. Magic Johnson and his crew. That's why they won so many championships.
Sound like some players need to step up then.
Well, it's hard to step up when the players only want to go to LA. They only want to go to Miami. They only want to go to, say, New York at the time. Now kind of again now. They only want to go to these big market teams because that's where they can get the most money, the most traction. And another thing, what we were just talking about, women. That's where the most women are at. That's it's another reason, deciding factors. I don't know.
Yeah, them small market teams need more money.
There needs to be a market cap like football. So there's at least a chance for the smaller teams to compete. It's up to the coaches to pick the right players.
There's so many other things that are ramping up in addition to that happening in the background. I mean, it's just the social media infusion into the NBA.
He's cooking.
Players are essentially celebrities now. And basically, Jason, these guys care more about their bank accounts and their celebrities, their celebrity status, the amount of likes they get, the views they get on social, how many followers they have. It's all become about that. It has just permeated the product to such a degree that it can't help but have seepage into regular fans like me and so many others that grew up loving this sport.
They've lost the plot. They don't have compelling stories. Zion Williamson was supposed to be the next big thing. He's eating his way
he
out
became
of
the
that.
next big thing.
They don't have anybody. Ja Morant carried guns and went into a strip club and decided to be a rapper more than he has, wanting to be a compelling player. And they just kind of, and so what they could not anticipate.
Grizzlies in the top of the West.
I think this is an
He's talking about the character of the basketball players now.
No, I get you.
It's not the same how it was
discussed, but people haven't realized. Caitlin Clark has actually hurt the NBA. That there used to not be anything interesting going on in basketball during those summer months. Well, we just had a very fascinating basketball story all summer with Caitlin Clark versus the angry black women of the WNBA. That's a fascinating story.
Hold on, pause it
and it's
right
a
there. Pause it
basketball
right there. How y'all feel about that? Y'all think that's true? You think the black ladies are hating on her?
No, I don't think they hate on her.
Why they all mad at her then?
She just like the Larry Bird of the WNBA.
From what I remember, they still treated them with respect, man. They respected each other still on the court. You know, they talk trash while they were playing because it's different. You're playing against each other, but after the game. Mm-hmm. You know, but what I'm saying, like, what I mean is how they, like, pretty much they all bullied up against that one girl.
Either they scared of her or...
But scared about what?
I don't think they scared her. Maybe they just felt some type of way.
Because she was getting all the attention. I think that's probably a girl thing. Because girls like the attention. I think it's a girl thing. Yeah.
Because, I mean, she came in, she did her stuff. I'm not discrediting her, but there is other players in the WNBA that do have good numbers.
Yeah.
And they're just...
But she's a rookie, though.
No, I hear you.
Know, that's it. She's just a rookie.
And, I mean, there is history numbers. There's just other women that did numbers also. I'm not saying she didn't break records like she did, but it just probably is a girl thing where she got shine and there should have already been shine on the WNBA. That's probably what they feel.
So the reason why there's no shine in the WNBA is because, do you ever watch a game?
I watched some games.
When's the last time you watched a game?
I watch highlights.
I watch highlights.
Yeah. There's nothing going on right now.
When's the last time you watched a game, though?
When the season was going on.
How many did you watch?
The games.
How many?
I mean, they don't got many.
How many did you watch?
I watched games.
How many?
It
could be number 1, 2, 3, 10.
I mean,
we're not counting games we watched.
I mean, this last season, how many games did you guys watch?
Roughly probably 60.
WNBA games?
Yeah.
He watches basketball. I don't watch basketball.
How many NBA games did you watch?
NBA is going on. I mean, they're only halfway 40, so...
Do you watch all 40?
He's
like, yeah.
I mean, on the high end.
Okay.
He
more
studied basketball.
Okay, I can respect that. You one day will be a commentator like that guy right there. A fan turning into a sports commentator because you're like that guy as a fan. He just said it. He said it himself. You know, I'm a fan. I'm into the game, so you're going to be real knowledgeable about the stuff. But how do you think that LeBron is the fucking best?
It's another debate.
Go ahead, finish this video. Yeah,
story.
I think. Hold on, real quick. The take on Caitlin Clark. I think it was just the women being women and just hating on women. I don't really think it has to do with her being white. I think if it could have been, she could have been any color. Another black girl coming in, a rookie shining like that, I think they would have did the same thing. Mm-hmm. I think it doesn't matter. The women are like that with each other. And if they did do all that just because she's white, is that racist? Discriminating or something?
I mean, if you want to get technical.
That she did that because she's white?
Are they just talking shit because she's white? Or why? Because she don't suck at basketball. So why are they really talking shit to her? I'm just trying to understand. Mm-hmm. Or is it just, or is like, is going back to, are they just jealous that she's getting the attention and they're not?
It's probably just a jealousy thing.
Okay, I can see that, but at the same time, they shouldn't be jealous of her because we wouldn't know who any of them were without. I wouldn't.
It goes back to me saying they probably feel like they should already have light on there, but they're just jealous that she came in and got the light so quick.
But it's because white fans, bro. That's just what it is, bro. The country's all white. Not all white, but a majority white. So when the country's majority white and you got a white player that can play basketball, you don't get that a lot. Mm-hmm. It's going to create a buzz because there's going to be a lot of attraction. There's going to be a lot of white eyeballs. Literally, white eyeballs, you know? And I think it was literally just that. You know? And that's why she got a lot of traction. And look, we're talking about her right now. Women, man.
NBA doesn't have
they don't
anything
like each
to
other.
compete with that.
Women hate each other.
And so the NBA looks a lot, it's a lot less compelling. It looks a lot less exciting when, hey, I can go watch a spoiled, entitled guy who may or may not be load managing this night. I can go watch him jack up a bunch of 3-pointers. The competition's not there. The storyline's not there. There's been this new introduction of a basketball storyline built around Caitlin Clark and women's basketball. The competition is actually getting to the NBA. They've created Frankenstein with the WNBA. They've financed it for 28 years, and some woman has now popped up that's made the WNBA interesting. Now, she may have just, undermined herself, but I do think it's impacting the NBA. I don't even know what's the story? There used to be, and Scap, you're too young, but I remember every offseason for 3 or 4 years would be like, is this the year Jordan's finally gonna figure out how to play and win a title? What's gonna happen between Magic and Larry, and which one is really better, blah, blah, blah. Allen Iverson, is his style of play gonna actually lead to a chance? Can Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal coexist? Can Kobe Bryant take the Lakers to a championship without Shaquille O'Neal? Because the Michael Jordan LeBron deal, it's over. Michael Jordan won that. The documentary Last Chance or Last Run, Last Dance, to me settled that. When people got a reminder of who Michael Jordan was, that I don't know, what is the NBA's top storyline this season? Nikola Jokic going for a 4th MVP?
It's actually, whenever Bronny does anything, even in the G League, it's like top news on ESPN.com.
Yeah.
It's one of the top 8 little headline story articles that they present upon signing in. Because Bronny James had a decently effective performance in the G League. So that might have been a tongue-in-cheek comment there or a joke, but it actually is. Bronny James has been a major storyline in the league this year, which is pretty pathetic because the Lakers are teetering.
Who's the other rookie? Who's the top rookie of the year? Is it Dalton Connect? I don't know. Who is it?
He's
in foreigner that I don't know.
Dalton's in the mix. He's probably in the top 2, but this was a down class in general. It's just been a down year, honestly, for rookies. But just to answer your question,
I gotta say this for me. I gotta say this for Wemby. I have no interest. He's not Ralph Sampson. He's not Patrick Ewing. He's not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He's his own guy.
He's 7'4".
He's one of one.
I have no interest.
And he's connected to Popovich.
Yeah, but he jacks up 3-pointers and he's 7'4". He's not a fascinating story to me. All these super tall guys, because I guess there's some 7'9" guy coming. I got no interest in guys that don't have to jump to dunk. But anyway, he doesn't have a. I just don't know. I don't know what their story is.
I'm with you on Wembanyama. I think there was a suggestion around league circles before the year that there was going to be some meteoric season 2, step up for him. We were going to see LeBron, from season 1 to 2 had a humongous increase. Luka Doncic had a big increase from season 1 to 2. These kind of,
he's not dominant like Shaq.
They stuck on the pass.
He
leading in blocks.
Generally have this meteoric rise in year 2, and Wembanyama just hasn't done it. He's essentially the same player as he was last year. But
100 games.
I think if you force me to pinpoint a storyline right now, honestly, it would just be Nikola Jokic going for a 4th NBA MVP, because there's only 5 guys right now in NBA history, Jason, that have more than 3. So Jokic is trying to become a 6th guy in that overall grouping.
What's up, Chicago? It's Zach Bull from WGCI, and I want you to check out the all-new Chevy Silverado.
Zach finna comment on there. Why y'all hating?
Don't be hating.
But yeah, I think a lot of the older people are stuck in the past and don't want to see nothing new.
No, it's not that we don't want to see nothing new. It's just we watch how it's being played down. We've seen how it was played then, and it's just not the same game. It's just not, just like football.
Yeah, it's
just
not
like
the same.
Just like football, it's
stuck
not the
in
same.
the past.
It's not that we're stuck in the past. It's just there's no fucking defense, bro. It's just like go shoot, go ahead. You just watch the players just give up all the time.
This is turned into an entertainment sport, though.
It turned into the motherfucking Harlem Globetrotters.
And that's what's selling for them.
Selling.
I bet you that there was higher sales back in the day than there is now. Higher views back in the day than there is now. I'm willing to bet that. I'm willing to bet on that if you guys want to take up a bet.
We'll have to go into that because I mean,
well, it's just simple, man.
The
like
streaming's up right now.
The streaming's up, but the people are not watching the games. There was more viewers for basketball back in the day. I was even 10 years ago.
Is streaming that don't count as viewership?
It does, but there's still more views for it all the way around. Say 10 years ago.
How far back you want to go?
We could go back 10 years.
So you're saying 10 years ago was better than now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying far.
No, hell no. We don't have to go back that far. We can still go back 10 years and it would be better than it is now because there was at least some defense back there. We had Tim Duncan. They were a defensive team. You get what I'm saying? Like there was defense back then. We had go back 15 years. We had fucking Detroit Pistons. You know, there was more defensive teams. The Bulls. The whole time the Bulls, I was young. They were a defensive team that were banging with Cleveland, dog, trying to make it to the playoffs. And Cleveland was the team. And we were banging with them every year, almost beating LeBron with the team that we had. And we had like just good players. We didn't have really no stars. We had Ben Gordon, Kirk Heinrich, Luol Deng. Luol Deng could have been something special, man. I don't know what happened to him. He was a really, really good player. I really don't know what happened. Something happened there with him where he just like fell off hard.
Y'all had good role players.
That's what I'm saying. All good role players. If we had one superstar,
that was your team.
As soon as we got Derrick Rose, that was my team. As soon as we got Derrick Rose, man, he took us there, got us to the playoffs. I was there, and he got hurt. It was just like it's over. It was over after that, bro. Like the Bulls were never the Bulls ever again. After Derrick Rose, it was done. Jimmy Butler they were decent with Jimmy Butler, decent with Levine. They're never as good as they were then, though.
That's LeBron and D Wade, and they were supposed to go to the Bulls. You would have been a Bulls fan still.
He would have been.
I'm still a Bulls fan. I'm still a Bulls fan.
Super diehard LeBron fan.
But if LeBron would have came to the Bulls, I was already a LeBron fan. I probably would have stayed a LeBron fan because he was supposed to come and play with Derrick Rose. So I would have stayed a LeBron fan.
It was gonna be LeBron, Derrick Rose, D Wade, and Bosh.
So you would have respected his super team then.
No. If Dwayne Wade and Bosh should have went, then no. But if
their plan was to all go to the Bulls.
Yeah, no. So if there was
you wouldn't have been a Bulls fan no more.
I would have been a Bulls fan, but I would have thought that would have been like an asterisk on that right there because that's just cheating. That would have been
even
just
on
cheating.
your favorite player.
Yeah, even with that, that's just cheating right there. When you would have still went to the parade. You put for sure. You put a young Derrick Rose with Chris Bosh and dude, that's 7, 8, 10 championships. They'll never lose. Yeah. They'll never lose.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
You know, pending none of them get hurt, they would never lose. So that's why that's too much of a super team. But if LeBron would have went to the Bulls and just, straight up like that and played with what they had already.
Joakim Noah would have left.
Sure. Well, because that would have been his spot.
Nah, he wouldn't have left.
Joakim Noah hate LeBron.
Joakim Noah's a baby, man. He was good, though. He was a good role player. Like I said, he was good. They were all good. I think he was out a lot because his feet or something like that. His ankles, they were not good.
I think it was his foot.
It was something like that.
Yeah. Oh. What we got here?
Yeah, but hold on. LeBron sucks.
Oh, you crazy.
He finna take this video down now.
What's this video?
Fred Curly Taze.
Oh yeah, the Olympic star.
What's up, family?
I ain't gonna lie, that girl yelling was annoying.
Olympic sprinter Fred Curly, who just won a bronze medal for the U.S. at the 2024 Paris Games, and Miami Beach Police Department. Check it out.
Please do not mess with him. Stop for a second. fuck you? Fuck that! No! Dad, why y'all hitting him? Why you pushing? You're pushing him! Get the fuck off! Stop! Get the Stop! I'm gonna tase him. Stop! Stop!
Ooh. Face planted. Stop yelling.
You didn't do anything! You didn't do anything! You ain't resisting. Stop!
We have a problem?
Stop! Get the fucking taser off of him! Stop!
Now, y'all finna be standing there watching, or y'all gonna just leave and go mind your business?
Go over there, man. Go over there.
They're staying as witnesses.
There's 30 witnesses. What we need 50 for?
Just in case they try to beat them up.
Man, just chill, man. We're dealing with the fucking police. Stop! Stop, man. Don't say anything else. Man.
According to the police, this all started.
Hold on, pause it real quick. You hear what she said? Stop. We're dealing with the fucking police. What does that mean?
It means calm your ass down for something happen.
Exactly. Like, just chill, man. Let them take you to jail. Let them whatever. You'll be out in the morning. Ah, fuck all that shit. I ain't doing all that fighting. Go ahead, play it.
Investigating an incident, and Fred approached them over concerns about his car that was parked nearby. Fred got up on the cops, and they got up on him, and it was all downhill from there.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. Get off of me, bro.
Sit up.
Get away from my girl, bro. Stop, bro. I'm not resisting. I'm not fucking resisting. Y'all got handcuffs on me. Y'all weak. Hey, you weak, homie? Hey, get the fuck off of me. Hey, bro, I'm not resisting. Your ass going to jail.
Yeah.
Y'all not built like that. I'm telling y'all not built like that. You weak. You weak, bro. Y'all put your hands on me. Y'all weak as fuck, bro.
Stop, bro. It's the police. You have to respect them.
Fuck these, man. And get this shit off of me, bro.
We have a call for them? No. They got to tase him. All right, you called fire rescue already?
I'm not built like that. I'm telling y'all, what's about to go there? Can y'all get this fucking shit off of me? I am good. Y'all got
Find the front.
Yo, you already got the shit on me, bro.
Relax, bro.
Yo.
What's on your leg? You don't want to fucking relax.
Hey, you going to jail. And you weak. Y'all put your hands on me, hit me in my fucking head. All y'all weak, bro. I'm telling y'all fucking like, man, get the fuck off me, bro. I can't go nowhere. Shut the fuck up, bro. Man, you shut the fuck up, bro. You weak. Y'all need to get in the fucking jail.
20 years old. 20 years old.
I'm not fucking 20 years old. Babe, come and get my phone. Bro, get off my legs. I need my fucking legs.
Move your legs?
Get the fuck off my legs.
Stop moving your fucking legs?
Get the fuck off me.
You gotta stop moving them.
Get off of me, bro. Y'all going to jail. Shit. I ain't doing this. You went to my motherfucking car. And then which one? You put your hands on me. You put your fucking hands on me. Y'all think y'all big because you got a fucking gun in the fucking bag?
0707, those kids are show your right one, 2322.
Yo, give me all this fucking road, bro.
2216. 2216, just get.
Take 20 to get me?
And another 14 on top of you.
You take 20
Punch right there on the side.
It take 20 to get me. None of y'all built like that.
This number is going to be 67867.
It take 20
Anybody else have a car with a cage here?
It take 20
Records show that Fred Curley was eventually booked at 4:07 a.m. on Friday on 3 charges, including battery on a police officer. Boys and girls, this could have easily been avoided by Fred not approaching the police and letting them do what they had to do. Even if he had questions, he could have just asked questions and kept his distance. But when he walked up on that police officer, it was all downhill from there. Boys and girls, please do not try this.
Rewind it real quick so you can show briefly when he walked up to him. Because it was brief in the beginning. I barely even seen it.
Between Olympic sprinter Fred Curley, who just won a bronze medal for the U.S. at the 2024 Paris Games, and Miami Beach Police Department. Check it out.
All right. So what do you think of that, Keyshawn? How do you think the cops should have reacted to that? Or Taylor, for that matter?
I mean, both of them shouldn't have put their hands on each other. And shit, he was already down.
No, from the beginning. Like, what would you have done differently? Or anything, if for that matter.
I mean, what, he getting a ticket on his car or something?
Probably something like that. They were probably investigating what was wrong with his car, and he was going up to ask questions. But from what I seen, how Willie's seen it, is the dude just walked up to dude's face, and the cop pretty much put his hand up so he don't get any closer, and then the guy pushes harm down, and that's when the cop pushed him. If I'm wrong, then replay it so we can see it again.
Family.
So look, he's right there arguing with the guy right now because he's about to get a ticket.
Olympic sprinter Fred Curley, who just won a
Walks up
bronze
to him.
medal for the U.S. at the 2024.
He
Paris
put his hand there just so he don't keep going
Miami
closer.
Beach Police Department. Check it out.
And then dude kept going, pushed his arm down, and then he pushed him to get away. Because at that point, you don't know what they're going to do. They're getting confrontational. That's my opinion. I think he was just getting confrontational. Dude should have just took the ticket, bro. You got money, bro. You're not broke. Shut the fuck up and take the ticket. Take the ticket, man.
I still think they both shouldn't have put their hands on each other. Regardless of the situation.
Dude could have avoided the situation by just taking the ticket. You can already see it in the picture. Dude,
yeah, it would have been avoided.
Got aggressive. You can see when somebody gets mad. Nobody likes to get a ticket at 4 o'clock in the morning when you've probably been drinking.
Yeah.
You know, it's some bullshit. Why you giving me a ticket? We're all out here. There's more cars out here. Why you giving me the ticket? That's what I would have said too. I just wouldn't have reacted how he would have reacted. How he reacted. I think he reacted like an entitled kid. Maybe an entitled rich kid. I don't know if he's got money or not, but entitled kid for sure. 20 years old, 21 years old, entitled. That you can do and say whatever you want to whoever, however you want. And that's what happened. He got his ass tased by dude, you're walking up to a bunch of cops like you're going to do something.
That's Fred Curley, man.
I don't know who he is.
He went out there for that USA shirt you got on.
I appreciate that, Fred. I appreciate that. And you won bronze
medal.
Hey, man, I respect you. I respect you for that, but honestly, you could have just handled it differently. You were probably a little bit boozing. You could have just been like, let me just get the ticket. Let me get the fuck out of here. But instead, you're entitled because you won bronze and you think that you didn't deserve a ticket like Ice-T's ass. And it is what it is. You ended up tased on the ground. Yeah. So it sucks, bro, but
yeah, it is a situation that definitely got escalated.
Yeah, it got escalated.
Could have been avoided.
Yeah.
All right, that's the one where the girl knew she couldn't have kids.
Hey, you got a closed water bottle right there?
You don't know about Mozzie and
Amy. You crazy boy.
You don't know about Amy Luciani.
I don't. Who is Amy Luciani?
Amy Luciani.
Sound like she an Italian or something.
No, you know, black people just gotta add some.
She's black? No way.
Add some flair on there.
No way. You gotta, throw that little spice on it. Throw some
oh hell no.
Throw some spice to it.
Okay.
This is her. She's with Dwight Howard now.
I thought Dwight Howard was gay.
Apparently not.
Speculations.
I think
is that a guy? Is that a tranny? Is it a chick with a dick?
Nah.
Well, shit, I hope not.
She got a thang-a-lang in between that thang-a-lang?
Nah.
She looked kind of masculine right there. That face, that cheekbones up there look kind of masculine. Nah, I'm just kidding. She might have a dingling, guys.
No way.
She might have a dingling. I think this guy like tranny boys.
Nah, I know it.
He got caught with a tranny boy.
He got caught with a tranny boy, Dwight Howard?
Yeah. She called him out on it or some shit. I don't know if it was true, but I believe it was. It died down in the media though.
All right, let's see.
When I was in high school, I went to a doctor, and the news that they gave me, I was scared to hear that I possibly can't have children naturally.
I've honestly been in denial about the news that I may never conceive. I definitely did.
Nah, that's a
everything to
girl.
avoid
That's a girl.
that, which included not going to my appointments. I did not want to believe that this was my reality.
So you're not shooting blanks. You've been asking for years. It was me.
Like, damn.
I just don't want to accept that none of that is my future, so I just decided to never share it with you. I just feel like you deserve to know.
Just did this, it's like, I know this is devastating for Amy, but I wish I would have knew some of this, you know, because I would have been able to carry some of the weight with you. Because, you know, you got this on your mind, you got this on your mind, and this on your mind that can cause a relationship to collapse. Now I see it may be more than just me.
It's hard. I can't even believe I just said it out my mouth. I gotta face it and I gotta accept it. Like, instead of why would God make me like this, instead I could be like, it might be a bigger reason why this is happening to me. But I'm actually ready to face the music.
Yeah, I'm behind you. Let's face it.
To see him respond in such a compassionate way, honestly, I'm looking at him in a much different light because I expected the response to be, you're a liar. What about all those times where we talked about having kids and why haven't you gotten pregnant yet? Like, he didn't talk about any of that. I just feel like so much weight just got lifted off of me.
So you ain't gotta just down yourself or beat yourself down about it. And I know you're a strong woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen you overcome a lot of stuff.
Well, I feel so much lighter.
You should. I'm glad that you told me that, though. I know that was a big one.
Truth of the matter is,
Is this real life shit? Is it like a real couple, or is it just?
It was a real couple. They're
Okay.
not. They're not together no more.
Now I know why they're not together no more.
Yeah,
that's a deal breaker right there. Like I mean,
That's
it's not a
definitely a
deal
deal
breaker if you got together knowing this. Like you knew, she told you, disclosed it. As soon as she knew that he wanted to have a kid and she knew that she couldn't have a kid, she had to disclose that.
She had
because this is this man's legacy right here. Like he could have been the last guy in his family to, if he don't have a boy, his bloodline don't exist anymore. You get what I'm saying? And for me, that's going to be the deciding factor for me. If I can't have a kid with you, if I can't have a boy with you so my bloodline can succeed, if I'm the last one in my bloodline that with my last name, and that's the only way it's going to get passed on, I wouldn't be able to be with any woman. I don't care how much I need to pass on my bloodline.
Yeah.
Or else my family ceases to exist. The Velasquez family stops with me, and I refuse that. It's got to keep going. And I have to tell my son that it's got to keep going. And it's with you. You gotta go and have a bunch of boys because you gotta keep that bloodline going.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's my opinion on it, man. A lot of guys feel that way too. You know, like when it comes down to that, for me, is a deal breaker. I wouldn't be able to stay with her. I wouldn't have reacted like that. I wouldn't have got mad at her. I would have just told her straight up, hey, we can't go on. We can't go on any longer after this. That was big. You should have just told me from the beginning, and I probably would have been able to deal with it. But at the same time, you know I want to have kids, and you know you can never have kids.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do? Are you still gonna give me my kids, and we still stay together because I love you? Are you gonna do what Kanye did with old girl, with Kim Kardashian? So
The surrogate.
The surrogate. So that's obviously an option. Because I told Velo, I said I still want to have kids. I'm 35 years old. I'm in my prime, baby.
Yeah.
I want some more kids. So if my girl don't want to have no more kids,
We gotta have about 10.
you know, so my only route is surrogate because I don't want I don't want to leave Veronica because I have my kids with her. You know, I have my son with her, and she had, you know, we got our family. So at the same time, but I still want to have more kids, and she knows that too. You know, so maybe one time, you know, if I get more financially stable, and she's up for it, you know, I'll probably go that route and pick your boy. You get what I'm saying? Pick another boy, because when you're going that route, you can pick if it's a boy or a girl. You know, so you can pick a lot of things. You know, so
I'm choosing the tallest, the boy.
Well, see, I don't need all that. I would just want it to be a boy. So if you're already
break it down like
they go crazy.
If you have enough money, you can make a designer baby.
You can have the color skin.
Yeah, bro. You can make a designer. It'll be your baby. Your baby. The girl's baby.
All y'all genes.
But they're taking the genes of certain out, and only putting the best.
Holy
shit, bro.
They're breaking it down.
It's a designer baby. It's kind of like some weird things, bro. It's kind of like, look at this. Jesus came out perfect, right? Was he a designer baby? God's baby? Designer baby?
I mean, you could say that.
He came out perfect. You know what I'm saying? So was he the same type of in vitro fertilization? Did God magically implant the seed inside of Mary and then he came out? I mean, it's possible because we're doing it now.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I don't know.
That's some crazy stuff.
It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about crazy things like that. But I couldn't. That's the most.
You can have your basketball star.
This is kind of like this is kind of worse than cheating, don't you think?
Is that worse than cheating?
Yeah, is that worse than cheating?
So you're saying essentially like lying.
Lying about the situation.
Lying about this situation is worse than cheating because cheating is lying too.
Lying about this situation or just lying in general?
This situation, not just lying in general. Just this situation when she knew this man wanted to have a kid.
Yeah, it probably is.
I think for me, it's worse than cheating.
Yeah.
Like I cannot get over that. I can't get over cheating. Like I wouldn't forgive nobody, no girl for cheating on me. I would leave her right away.
Yeah.
But this right here, I wouldn't even really want to talk to her no more, bro.
But it would be something like, it's almost something like you could obviously forget about it, move past it, but it's just something that's just still there. And
Yeah.
I think they can still have a kid though. She just can't.
She can't
physically hold one.
Then she can't have a kid.
I mean, it'd have to be her eggs.
It would have to be that way. Like that'd be the only way. But considering what she already did, how she lied about that key thing when she knew that's what I wanted the most out of anything is to have a kid and a family, and she held it against him because she knew she couldn't, and then the fact that he probably would have left her if she found out early enough. I mean, they're not together now, which shows you he wanted a family. If not, he would have stayed with her, even letting her carry the baby and somebody else, because they're not broke; they can afford it. Cost $100,000 to do it, you know. So
to make the project baby,
yeah, to make the project baby. So yeah, for me that's unforgivable, bro. That's worse than cheating to me. You know, I'll still be able to talk to the girl after cheating. I wouldn't want to talk to her after that no more. I would just leave and have nothing to do with her anymore.
I think I'd be the opposite. I think I'll allow this, but cheating,
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't allow cheating. But to me, this is worse. Like if the girl cheated on me, I'm gonna break up with her, obviously, right? But I'd still talk to her if I see her down the block. Hey, how you doing? But it's not gonna be that same type of relationship between us. But I wouldn't be able to go back on something like that. I wouldn't even want to talk to the girl because especially when I just told you right now with me, like I wanted to have a boy to carry on my last name. You know, so like if a girl's lying to me, knowing how bad I need to have this boy to carry on my last name, that's unforgivable, bro, because both of our times are wasting. You know, and I'm only getting older. Luckily, men can have kids until they're fucking 60 years old. You know, so or even older, you know, as long as they're busting nuts. Busting big nuts. You know, so that's what I mean by it, man. So but at the same time, for something like that, the girl's got to be honest, man. It's like it's like the girl wanting to get pregnant and the guy be like, "Well, no, I'm shooting blanks." It probably happens. I'm shooting blanks, you know, and you can't have no kids because I'm shooting blanks and didn't tell. The same shit happens, man. The woman has the right to feel however she wants, and I'm feeling this way because I'm a man. I wouldn't want to fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. especially for me because, like I said, I wanted to carry on my family name. That meant a lot to me because I was the last one to do it. And then luckily, my Uncle Chago too. He just had 2 more boys, not just, but some years back to where they can help carry on the last name too. Because now it's not solely falling on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean because my aunts, they had kids and got married, so their kids have their dad's last name. My uncles, one of my uncles has nothing but girls. My other uncle, both of his kids most likely won't be having kids. One's got like Down syndrome, something like that, and then the other one's like,
autistic.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know the proper words for it. I think it's autistic. So most likely they won't have kids. So Leo has a chance, but most likely he won't. So it was literally upon me. My cousin Angel, he has our last name too, but man, I ain't seen him since he was like 7 years old. His mom took off. Women do some crazy shit, bro. She literally took my uncle's kid from him, and he's never seen him since I was like 7 years old, 8 years old, and just took off. He's never got a word from him, not a bye, not a nothing, And this is my same uncle that has the 2 kids that are autistic and the other one. So that's why I can't forgive that type of shit right there.
Yeah, I'm the only one on my dad's side with boys.
You see what I'm saying? So your boys are the only ones that can carry on the Burrell last name out of your dad's bloodline.
Yeah.
So it's up to your boys and still you to keep carrying on your bloodline, your Burrell last name. It's literally up to you. Take pride in that right there, man. But you gotta remember, you gotta take care of them kids.
Yeah, I know.
Chilling.
This is rich people activities right here. This is the neighbors kind of, hey, where's Jimmy at? Oh, he's not here right now. You mind if I have some salad?
So now you got your own house, you're in a like decent neighborhood, and your kids' friends come in the house like without them being there. Are you cool with that?
It depends on how cool we are with the family. If
we're like this.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. I got no issues with it. I'm chilling at the house. Got some food right there. Go ahead, go eat. They'll be here in a little bit if you want to wait. Go ahead, hang out. No problems.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter if you're rich or not. It matters on the kid's character. You're a good kid? Come on in. Hang out. As long as you're not a fucking creepy parent doing some creepy shit.
Yeah.
They'll be here soon. Now, if they're not home, or if they're not coming home for a while, hey, they won't be here for a while. You hungry? You want something to eat? I wouldn't offer it to them, but women are a little bit different. Women offer, hey, we got some extra food there if you want. Go ahead, help yourself, and I'm just gonna hang out here. It could be something like that. Men, I think that's creepy for men to do it, but women, they more reasonable from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at all the comments. It was like, your house is like the safe house. Like, just the kids feel comfortable there.
Yeah.
And I was looking at them like, all right, I understand it. Like, I want that to be my house.
Yeah. No, it could be that, because that's kind of how it was with me at Gabi's house. With our house, how my household when I was young, it was getting shot at. It was just a bad environment for a kid to live in, so I didn't like to be there. Mm-hmm. So I would always spend a night at my buddy's crib up the street, Gabriel. So literally, like, as many times as soon as my mom started letting me spend a night there, every time I wanted to spend a night there because it was just better there. Like, I had my own bed. It wasn't even my own bed, but there was 2 beds in his bedroom, and I got to sleep on one. Or their bunk bed, they had the 3 bunk beds, and I got to sleep on the bottom one. You get what I'm saying? So like, there was always a spot for me to sleep. And I don't know, bro. It was just like the safe house. It wasn't getting shot at. Yeah. There's no criminal activity happening there until we got older and started doing bad shit like kids do. Shit,
Yeah.
So, I understand it. And his mom, she would let me over there all the time. She would let me wait there, and then they wouldn't be home. They would let me there. Like no bullshit. I would walk into their house like I lived there. They let me walk in like I lived there. I wouldn't even have to knock. His mom said, "Don't knock." Every time I would knock, his mom, "Stop knocking. Just walk in. Your house too." And then when I didn't knock, they would tell me like, "Hey, why didn't you knock? Why are you just walking in?" And his mom would be like, "He don't have to knock. This is his house too." And that's a safe place for somebody when you're being told that.
That's how it was at Angela's house.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Like we used to have the passcode to the door, everything.
That's what I mean. So like your family. That's why. So it's no longer. You're not a friend anymore. You're family. So that's probably the same thing right there. They're probably more closer like family. Their families probably hang out or they're always with each other type of stuff. And that's how it was with me and them. You know. So I was always with them. I was always at their house, and I remember nobody being there, and Gabi having the game system in his room. So I would go up there and play the game and wait for him to get home. You know, that shit was crazy.
Yeah. That's how I was with Dempsey here too. I'd be at work and he'd just be chilling.
Oh yeah, that should be crazy.
Man, that's how it is, bro.
We used to have that mattress at Angelo's house.
Yeah, there's always that shit.
Oh yeah.
How you feel? How you feel about the safe house right there? How you feel about that house? It's creepy. Or
is it creepy?
Yeah, you think it's creepy? No, do you think that's creepy for that lady to just be recording the kid and posting it? Because I wouldn't have recorded the kid and posting it.
Other people, yeah, but maybe she just.
I mean, she's probably also like a TikToker, so it's like
okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think everybody should have some sort of safe house like to go to.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Somewhere, not necessarily a safe house, just somewhere where you just feel comfortable being. That's other than your house. I guess that would be a safe house, right?
Yeah. All right, this next one. First question: do you think like people get reincarnated into kids, even if it's for like a brief amount of time?
It's hard to say that, but if we did, I don't think we would have actual memories, like legit full-blown memories of that second life, unless you learn how to master it and come back like that. Yeah, I believe it's probably possible.
There is stories of kids explaining full-blown of past lives.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Well, he didn't do that, but I mean, for how smart he is, it's possible that he had a past life. And continue the knowledge. A lot of smart people that are really smart nowadays, it's possible they had a past life and then continue the knowledge into the next life and learn how to live forever, per se, but in a different body, in a different vessel. Or your body is a vessel. Your body has to die, but your mind as a consciousness can pass on to another vessel.
So you do believe in it?
It's not necessarily that I believe in it, but is it a possibility in the realm of this? What is this? What would you call this? Maybe like
evolution.
Maybe not evolution. There's another word that people use for it. Not the Matrix, but the
dimension.
Kind of like dimension. No, but it's another word. I'm trying to remember it. What is the word?
Tilt your head if you were reincarnated. Tilt your head if you're Granny. Are you playing jokes? Are you playing jokes on us? Are you Grandpa? Are you Granny? Walker, tilt your head if you were reincarnated.
Babies just do baby things.
Hey, I mean, we think that, but what if that's really another person in there? Even for that couple seconds that it happened.
I don't know.
I don't know about.
I think babies just do baby things. I don't think they really understood that. They understand it, but they don't really understand it yet because they haven't really learned it yet. So she probably just knows what the granny is so far because she's probably held her granny and don't know what grandpa is or something. With reincarnation, is it possible? Yeah, everything's possible when you think about things. Like in theory, is it possible? Yeah. Is it real? Who knows?
So when we die, what do you think happens? And not what you read in the Bible, just you personally. What do you think happens?
Nah, we're dead after this. I don't know.
I feel like you was about to go into something else. And then,
so I would like.
I feel like you was about to lie your way into something else, and then you was like, "Let me stop bullshitting."
I would like to believe that there's heaven, and then if there's heaven, there has to be a hell.
Mm-hmm.
But then if there's nothing, then what is it? It's just black void. It's just death, or is there reincarnation? So out of those four choices, what are the most plausible things that it could be?
I got a question. if there's reincarnation, then how is there heaven?
There wouldn't be a heaven. This would be technically heaven and hell.
I mean, I don't know this, but like say you do bad in your first life, you get sent to hell, no reincarnation. And then say you do good, you either get the choice heaven or reincarnation.
Okay, or how about this? There's no choice, and when you continue to do bad, you'll be reincarnated into continuing to doing bad until you figure out how to do good. In your next reincarnation, you'll continue to do better and better and better until you fuck that up by choice.
That could be that too.
You know, so reincarnation can be real. Like I said, it's like, look at this. There's a story of Thoth, right? It was an ancient person back in the day. It was like some type of whatever, you know, that he was a mysterious person. Jesus, another mysterious person that was much like Thoth, teaching people and doing all kind of stuff. There's always these people. Did Thoth die and get reincarnated and become Jesus? Did Jesus die and get reincarnated and become somebody else? Now could be walking now. Or if you believe in the Bible, he has risen. He's walking among us now.
I mean, he could be switching from people to people. Well, all the good people to people.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say. So when you go down that route, you have to believe that that's God's son. And it's weird. It's weird because there's so many different religions. Which one's true? And people will be like, well, it's got to be the Christians or the Catholics because look how prosperous they're doing. Well, there's a lot of prosperous Muslims. There's a lot of prosperous Jews. There's a lot of prosperous Hindus. There's a lot of prosperous Buddhists. There's a lot of people that make a lot of money and do a lot of good things in every religion, in every place of the earth. So, no, I don't think it's that. I don't think God's giving people that type of stuff. I think there's a creator of everything? Do you guys think that?
Yeah. And every religion has that creator, but ultimately it's one person. They just call it different things.
So are we living in a program? Like a simulation? Like a computer program?
It could be like the Jim Carrey movie.
Which would be technically like a simulation, like a computer program. Do you guys hear about anything like that? That's what I was talking about. That's what I meant to say. Like, if this is a simulation, it could be that. It could be, it's just that. It's all a computer program. So literally, you're programmed by a computer, and that made us. And
like we're in Sims right now.
We're in Sims. We're living real life Sims right now. There's people that say this right now. Like that.
I can see that as a possibility.
You know, and we're just literally code. This was all designed to be happening just like this. How we're doing it right now. And it's not chance. None of this is chance. It's all by code. It's all designed to be exactly this way. And that could be another God, because he's the one that created everything. Perfect code, perfect design. And we're created in his image. That's what they say in the Bible. Not the perfect code stuff. That's my own little throwing it in there. But as in we were created in his image, it's like that. So if a computer programmed us and the people were created in his image, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Going back to the reincarnation, I'm going to say it's probably more possible to believe that than heaven and hell. Heaven and hell is going to take you to your consciousness. Your body will be gone, but your consciousness will go to heaven or hell, which would live forever, which maybe is reincarnation. Maybe they're one and the same thing, and I just don't know how to, or I just haven't been explained this properly yet. Or maybe they're completely different, but maybe reincarnation is heaven and hell. Because if you reincarnate and you do it the right way, you will reincarnate and be better than you were before, to where you would be more prosperous in the next life, which is probably why Elon Musk is where he's at, and all these people that are running society learn how to do that. I don't know. Is it possible? Yeah, they don't tell us all the information, and this is a crazy world we live in. I mean, we still don't even know how they built the pyramids. They still say that they build them with ramps and this stuff, and we can't recreate that shit. They literally pulled from miles and miles and miles away by, I think, thousands or millions of slaves, these fucking 10-ton rocks or 2-ton rocks or whatever. That's a lot of weight, man. How do you pull that? How do you manage to get that up a slope in the time period that they said that they built it in?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's unexplainable. There's a lot of theories on how they did it, and that's all they'll ever be is theories. Nobody can actually prove how they did it. Nobody. And if you can, show me. Let's recreate this now. They can't.
Yeah, there's a lot of blank spots in history.
Yeah. So, considering that, what is this?
You saying life?
Yeah. Since we don't even know what happened, 10,000 years ago. We only know what happened in this brief period of history from 5,000 years ago of recorded history. Something like that. I think there's 5,000, 4,000 years of recorded history that we know how to decipher from the ancient Samaritans. It's something of that number. If I'm wrong, somebody in the chat correct me. But it's somewhere around that. So before Christ, BC, right? So how long have we been in this after AD? How long have we been here?
Couldn't even tell you.
2025.
You funny as hell.
I don't know BC, AD, none of that.
2025 years. We're in the year 2025, right?
Yeah.
So before that, it was at 0. Before 2025.
So what do AD mean?
After death. After Jesus' death.
Okay.
And then BC means before Christ, before Jesus' death. So everything BC was.
Like I said, I'm just out here.
Hey, I'm just playing this game of life.
Everything BC is before Christ, before Jesus Christ, and then after death is AD. So
AC is after Christ?
Yeah, AD.
I've seen AC though.
I don't know what that is. I ain't never heard that. That's got to be AD. That's got to be after Christ is after AD, after death. That's after Christ's death. That's what it means. BC is before Christ, and AD is after Christ's death. I believe that's what it is. If I'm wrong, like I said, correct me.
No, I'm the ACAD.
How the recorded history, how long it goes back. The first recorded ancient history, I think it was the Samaritans, or the Mesopotamia. I think it was the Samaritans. And then I was just watching a video, but Wes Huff was talking about it.
It's after Christ.
What is after
Christ? The AD. I mean AC. AC means after Christ.
So they changed it from AD to AC?
They switched between the two.
Okay. Yeah, so I grew up in it being AD. So, man, reincarnation might be possible.
So when I was on mushrooms and the edible, I know it's all in your head, but it's got a meaning somewhere. So I died, and then I was reincarnated to a bird, and I got to see everybody and everything. And that just showed me more that reincarnation was possibly real.
And you decided to want to become a fucking bird.
I didn't get the choice. I was just a bird. I was just up in the sky.
I mean, it's possible. There's so many different realms of possibility in this thing because we don't know what's really after this. You can believe. A lot of people believe in God. Why?
Because that's what they was told growing up.
Not only that, but another reason why is fear. Fear of going to hell. Nobody wants to burn eternity in hell. That's what they talk about. So therefore, you're believing in God out of fear that you're gonna burn in hell.
I think there's also different versions of hell too. Instead of burning, you could be freezing to death, something like that.
Okay, so even if it could be your worst, picture your worst nightmare and that it being the hell that you live. Okay, so why would God want that?
Give you a lesson.
Oh, that's an ultimate lesson. To me, that would be something the evil that the devil would do.
Why would God want what?
For you to burn in hell if you're his child, if you were made in his likeness. Why would he want you to burn or suffer the worst fate for all eternity? Why would God want that?
Or you're saying why would God even create a hell?
Yeah. Why would God create a hell? Why would God want the things that he created to suffer for all eternity because they done wrong? Instead of teaching them to do right.
That's probably the consequences of all the wrong that they've been doing.
But he's God, though. He can make everybody good.
Yeah, he can also. So from what I know with the Quran and all that, and what I was told, God can send you down to hell, and after you served a little time there, did whatever, he can bring you back up, as in probably learning your lesson.
See, this is what draws me away from religion. Because none of that makes sense.
It's basically giving them a second chance.
It's just like right now.
It's almost like sending you to jail and coming back.
Exactly. No, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
So,
it's not plausible. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. It's just like, why? I got that ultimate question, but why? You got the most ultimate power, but there's so much suffering. When you read the Bible or any books, God orders the death of so many people. Tells a guy to kill his son, and then right before the guy is gonna kill his son, he doesn't. He reveals himself and says, "Don't kill him. Don't kill him." You know. Now, I believe that you really believe in me, that you fear me pretty much. So that guy was gonna kill his son out of fear that he was gonna go to hell because God was gonna send him to hell. I forget who it was.
Maybe he wanted to see like how if he can like manipulate people to believe in him.
That's fearing. That's putting fear in people just to believe in you.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a good person to me, or a good entity, or a good God to me.
So you saying like God could be evil?
Showed it in the Bible. If you ever read the Bible,
I ain't never read the Bible.
You know, the Bible goes older than the Quran.
Hey,
You know?
I don't read none of this for real.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like the topic's up right now.
Isn't the Bible made up of a bunch of different books?
A bunch of different books. Yeah, I think even the Quran is too. I don't know, bro. It's just a weird situation when it comes down to God. I believe that there's all like a creator of everything. Is he a good person, a good entity, a good thing? I don't know, because there's just a lot of bad things going on. God created the devil, right? God created everything, the evil, you know. So considering that, I don't know, bro. Like it's really weird that there's just no answer to it. It seems it's just like cultism going throughout the years over and over to control people, to figure out how to control the masses. Because how do you control a billion people? By religion. You can have the Pope can snap his fingers right now, and we'll have at least 1 million Catholics on the corner right now, marching.
I can see that.
Yeah. A Muslim prophet or a Muslim bishop, or I don't know what they call him, but a Muslim preacher, priest, whatever they call him, snap his fingers and 1 million Muslims will be on the corner. It's cultism. And they in the word of God, they'll go destroy some shit just because a person told them. Going back to the books, it's hard for me to believe books because of that reason, because they're made by man. And I know man to be very deceiving. Even the best man can be deceiving. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's hard for me to believe Bibles, Qurans, any books, Torahs, any books. It's hard for me to believe them that they weren't manipulated somewhere down the line by a human being. Because in the end of the day, a human being had to write them. We had to accept their translation from ancient scribes translating it to English for them to be true. We had to accept that what they said was true. And we don't really get to rebut it as regular people. We have to be a scholar to be able to rebut what they said to be true. So once you start looking into it, how do you learn how to read those ancient texts if nobody knows how to read those ancient texts? It's like me coming to America and just learning how to speak English without nobody teaching me. It's probably more likely not going to happen. It's like me going to Mexico and learning how to speak Spanish without nobody actually teaching me. So who taught this person how to write the language that somebody created? Like, we can learn how to speak English, right? Because you're being taught. Who taught them how to read ancient Samaritan or Samaria or whatever? I can't remember how to say the word. Samaria. Who taught them how to read that? Who taught them how to read the civilizations after that? Who taught them how to read the ancient hieroglyphics from ancient Egypt?
Now, what if God put that power into one person?
Who is that one person? Where is he at?
I don't know. Whoever reads them.
And then that person is able to decipher it all the way down. And then who's to say that person doesn't manipulate it how they want it to be see fit? Look at the Bible. It tells you that it's okay to have slaves. Is it okay for you to have a slave, Dempsey? Keyshawn, is it okay for you to have a slave?
I got 3 little slaves right now.
Those are your kids, bro. They're your slaves until 18.
Hey, I got slaves for 18 years.
No, but it realistically, is it okay for you to have slaves?
No.
No.
Is it no, right?
Well,
I would say no.
By what is it? By the Western world, no.
Okay, and everywhere else they have slaves still. In the Bible, it says it's okay to have slaves. It tells you to obey your government, to pay your taxes. What? God said this? God told me to obey my government? I thought God wanted me to obey God.
He said that?
Read the Bible.
Well, I know they get to like worship him and stuff like that.
Read the Bible. It tells you to obey the government, to listen to their rules. I read it. I read the parts where it said this. I can't quote where it says it at, but I definitely did read it. We can look it up and find all of these scriptures that I'm saying. And I read it in the Old Testament. I didn't really get into the New Testament. So I mean, it could get changed. So the Old Testament is definitely different than the New Testament, because the New Testament, I believe it's deciphered to understand what the Old Testament was saying. Because it's hard to understand what the Old Testament says.
So basically, like, they dumbed it down.
Yeah, they dumbed it down. So they dumbed it down after dumbing it down already. Pretty much. Right. And who's to say those people that dumbed it down didn't dumb it down to how they want to see fit?
Right.
We're all humans. People lie.
Tell they kept some stuff out.
Exactly. On maybe what God actually is, or what entity it is, or what the meaning of anything is. Who's to say that they didn't, to manipulate us by the masses, which is they do a very good job at it in every religion. Every religion. I mean, there's atheists that are doing really good in life too. Look at Tom Cruise. He's an atheist. He's the mega movie star. Doesn't matter if you're worshiping a religion, you'll still be able to live your life. So is God real then? I don't know. It's really weird. It has nothing to do with money. People can manifest things and they become reality. The power of you doing it over and over, and the repetitiveness of doing something and really believing that you can do it, it literally becomes reality, man. Obviously, there's things that won't be for me. I can think every day that I'm going to be a football star, but unless I started as a kid, it's not going to become reality.
Tom Cruise came out as an atheist? Like, he said it?
Yeah, he's atheist. He's
like, he said it in interviews or whatever?
Yeah. He goes to the Scientology church. The house of the Church of Scientology. That they're atheists. They're all atheists.
So he's like Neil deGrasse?
Neil deGrasse is atheist too?
Well, I'm just saying because he says like we're built on science and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's atheist. And yeah, they're probably one and the same, yeah. But the religion of Scientology, that's like another cult type of thing too. So they got a different type of whole different believing thing. Like they follow this guy named Elroy Hubbard or some shit like that.
Uncle Elroy.
Uncle Elroy. Yeah, no, it's weird, man. Like going into that, it's a deep dive. When you get into religion and all that, like I grew up a Catholic. Now I'm no religion.
Neutral.
I do believe that something created us. I don't know what. And I don't think anybody can really tell us what it was.
Your boy Charleston White.
Nigga, if I step to your face and tell you your dead homie in your face, you gonna tell me all those are nothing but words?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Hell no, those are fighting words. Those are shooting words.
I'm gonna tell you a goddamn lie. What I'm gonna fight you for, and I got to go home to my kids? I'm gonna fight you for, nigga, and I make damn near $10,000 a week, and that can stop. What I'm gonna fight you? My homies is dead. Your words don't hurt me. Fuck your mama, nigga. Fuck up. You don't know now, nigga. Matter of fact, I ain't even got no dead homies, nigga. I'm 45 years old. I ain't got no dead homies. How that's gonna hurt me? I'm a grown goddamn man. Don't no words affect me, boy. Words affect your mama, son. Words don't affect no man. Words affect boys and women, nigga. I'm a goddamn man who a woman listen to when I talk. Fuck words gonna move me for, man. If somebody say, nigga... What
you gotta say about that, Keyshawn? How you feel about words?
I don't let words bother me at all. And I learned that from my dad's mom. Like, she'd always preach, don't let no words get to you. Say somebody wants to fight me and they just like talking, okay, cool, let them talk. But the second they put their hands on me, then that's a different story.
Defend yourself, right?
But like, somebody call my mom something, I don't care. Somebody call my kid something, cool. Like, you're not bothering me.
All right. How you feel about it?
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt.
I see a lot of men get out of body and deal with their emotions, And a lot of those guys that are like that, it's because they didn't really have that manliness around them, and they were kind of raised by their mom. You know, and not that that's a bad thing because it happens. I was pretty much raised by my mom and my grandparents. But you can see how Charleston White's right about that situation. How if a guy comes up to you and says "fuck your dead homie," a weak guy's gonna react on that and try to kill him. You know, like kind of look what Dirk did. He ruined his life. Don't get to see his kids no more. Like he gets to see him, but he won't. If he gets convicted, he won't be a free man. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be locked up for 20 plus years, maybe more, because of who he is. So considering that, he let another grown man get him out of pocket. He let the internet get him out of pocket to go save another man that got out of pocket. Charleston White is 100% right on that, man. Dirk worked with feelings, therefore that happens. Not just Dirk. A lot of men threw their lives away because of another man. Now they don't get to live a life either because they let feelings get in the let that get to their head. My buddy's brother, he was murdered. He was playing cards. Some gang members knocked on the door and ended up shooting in the house, shot him in the back of the head with a SKS, and his head exploded. His brother in turn went and murdered a handful of people, became a serial killer, and ruined his life. Another one of my buddies in that same situation threw away his entire youth. Until now, he's like 38 years old, finally getting to live his life because of another man. And he died because of senseless violence like that. So imagine how many other kids threw away their lives because of their friend got killed for something that their friend did or the life that they were living. You know, it's too many people, man. It's too many people. It could have easily been me as a kid. Even when the guy that I'm talking about died, I felt some type of way. I wanted to start gangbanging, but why? Because I didn't know no better. I had no guidance in my life to tell me otherwise. And then when I was saying some crazy shit, my mom didn't know what to do. She was a single mom. She went to go drop me off at my dad's brother's house because my dad wasn't there, I guess you can say. But I guess not that he wasn't there, but I guess I didn't respect him. I guess I didn't respect him as a man because he wasn't there, you know. And she dropped me off with his little brother, and she told him that what I was doing, what I was saying, and then he had a conversation with me, showed me some pictures of some of his friends that were no longer here no more, that died gangbanging and doing stupid shit, and how he changed his life, and then what he's doing to change his life, and started telling me about women and stuff like that, stuff that your dad's supposed to tell you. You get what I'm saying? That my dad didn't tell me. So it was with that conversation that I had with him that got me away from that. So I literally stopped hanging around with the kids that I was hanging around with because of that. I started just chilling with people my age at that point because we're not doing stupid shit like that. And so it makes complete sense, man, on what he's talking about. Because so many people threw away their lives that they could have been something. Because dude wasn't stupid. He was a pretty smart kid and threw away his life because of that. Yeah, you know. Don't get me wrong, it's his brother. I couldn't say I wouldn't do the same thing if it wasn't my brother. But in the end of the day, he threw away his life for something that his brother was doing. His brother was hanging around gang members. It's the choices that we choose to make. Now, so with words, what words affect you the most? That'll make you jump out of pocket. That'll make you feel some type of way towards somebody. Nothing. Not the N word. Not the B word. Not the ussy, not being called a ussy.
I mean, younger, yeah. Like, getting called the N-word, I would have acted not myself right now. Okay.
But that's what I mean. Like, how would you have reacted to that if somebody would have called you the N-word?
And they, like...
They're just walking past, and you do something they don't like, and they say...
But, hey, move around. Like that? That's what you're saying?
Not so much like that, but still using the N-word towards you.
If I feel like they're using it as in like bro or something, I'm not gonna get bothered. But if they're like actually trying to be like racial with it, then
dropping the Hardy or So you would still get mad at that now? Is what I'm saying.
No. Back then I would have.
Yeah.
Now, whatever.
Okay. How about you, Dempsey? How do you feel about that? And don't have to be the N word. It could be any trigger word, like how he was saying with feelings and stuff like that. How would make you react and jump out of pocket for something?
I don't think nothing now. Back then, it was probably just something about. It would probably be anything about family. That like if I just felt like you had a potential threat on it, or if I felt like you were gonna potentially do something, then I would have probably act out of pocket. But now it's just something like. It's nothing until I actually see something happening.
For me, it was the B word. You call me a bitch, it's on. It's on, it's on, it's on. I don't give a fuck. We fighting. Them are fighting words, man. So it was that. Now you can call me a bitch. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. And I'm just going to look at you like you got problems, man. You need some help, bro. You need some milk. You know, that's the way I look at it now, man. Like, words are just words, man. If you let words hurt your feelings, then it's going to suck because a lot of people are going to hurt your feelings then, especially with the internet now. You can't make a comment on the internet without people roasting your ass.
Like when I worked at Foot Locker, it was a customer. He was yelling at me because he got double charged because he was being too thirsty and pulled his card out.
Too quick, yeah.
And he just got to yelling. I'm like, what you yelling for? I'm laughing the whole time while I'm doing this. I'm like, this shit is pointless. Like, you doing this for no reason.
And that's him getting emotional for something. And I bet you told him when it was going to go back in 2 to 3 business days, I bet you he was pissed.
Mhm.
I don't got no money until payday.
Same thing happened at Motel 6. Some girl, she was like, oh, I'm going to get some dudes to come and beat your ass. I'm like, yeah, come on. I don't care.
Yeah, so that's the problem with shit like that, man. It's people are fucking crazy in this world, man. I think it's always been like that. I was having this conversation with somebody. I think people's always been crazy since the beginning of time. We just see it now more because we got social media now at the tip of our fingers.
So this dude in the middle is his name Max. He's a streamer, and he does makes music and stuff. And then he's got like rappers on his stream, and the rappers they was getting disrespectful because it wasn't his house and it was Airbnb, so you can't smoke in there.
I want to smoke.
It's all right. It's just right? Yeah.
Oh. Stop playing the song?
Ladies, hello.
Stop playing the song? What'd you say? Stop playing the song?
Oh.
Who's smoking? Who's smoking? Yo, TJ.
What's up? Who the
Yo, this a B&B. You can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off.
Oh, this shit.
Yeah. I appreciate you, though. But yeah.
Yo, say play a song we just made.
I got you.
We just made a song.
Oh, that's bad. No snap.
We just made a song.
So at this point, everything is still a vibe. There's not a problem between anybody. I don't feel like anyone's really been disrespectful. Like, yes, TJ could have asked if it was cool.
And this like a couple minutes after he said to stop.
That shit tough. I feel like y'all could do some different shit on it. Hell yeah.
That one.
You know, put it.
I ain't gonna lie. Say got a lot of New York in here, man. I'll do some New York shit.
Now, if you ask me, this is where the disrespect started. Because once you heard somebody say, hey, you guys can't smoke in here, you were right there in Max's face while he was telling TJ this, and then you decided to smoke. I guess you could argue he thought, all right, well, if I smoke back here,
Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off. Like, please. I appreciate you. If not gonna smoke in the back, niggas can't be in here. They gotta go. This shit hard, though.
We might have to do some Jersey shit. I ain't gonna lie. There's too much New York in here.
This shit hard.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, we gotta do some fly.
Huh?
We making beats?
Nah, this shit hard. I'ma download it.
Niggas be tripping.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If you smoking here, I'm gonna have to shut this bitch down. Like, the stream done.
Ooh. Y'all to the back. Backyard.
Like there's a backyard.
Oh, Bobby. We're going.
What'd you think so
Is
far?
that it? It's over?
No, it's still going.
They're doing it because he's light skinned.
That's crazy.
They're doing it because he's light skinned.
Damn, you think just because of that?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, light skins don't be getting no love for real.
Yeah.
They'll try.
They're doing it because he's light skinned, bro. You can tell right away. He's the only light skinned dude there, and the stream's kind of revolving around him. And they're trying to make
he's the guy. He's the streamer.
He's the main dude.
And now they're just trying to make a show out of it. Like, man, fuck this dude. Who is he to tell me I can't smoke? I'm the man. Look at dude with his big chain on. He already think he big Dick Willie.
They also street people, so they probably feel like they got one up on him.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, why he got hood people here? You can't tell hood people what to do.
They making music.
You can't tell hood people what to do. I'm sorry. There's a time and place for this. No.
It's a time and place to smoke too.
That's what I'm saying. You can't tell hood people shit. That's why I wouldn't do it. I'm cool. There's other people to make music with. You don't have to make music with the hood. That's what I'm saying.
It's in the back. Can you show him?
And he blow the smoke in his face just to get disrespectful.
All right, brother.
Oh, you can tell how you didn't even want to shake his hand.
I think he outside, Fabi.
So this last clip is where I think a lot of people are feeling upset about the disrespect.
But yeah, man, I don't care if I got Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa in here. If I tell you don't smoke in here, don't smoke in here.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
At the same time, you gotta know who you invite and know your audience, though.
Yeah,
that goes right there. Just lack of respect. That guy, his parents probably didn't teach him any respect. More likely.
But also too, it should have been established before it even started, though.
They probably knew. He probably did tell them that, or even after the fact, he still should have stopped. You know, but it goes back to the ego thing. You can't tell me shit. I am who I am. I'm smoking anywhere I go. He probably be smoking at sports stadiums and all. You get what I'm saying? He's probably the type that smokes anywhere he goes, no matter what. Cops ain't even gonna stop him. You follow me? So that's seems like that's the person he is. He's a rapper. He's got the gold chain on. He's got a persona to show. Like he's a hard guy. Get him one-on-one. He's probably soft as fucking toilet paper. Soft as Downy. Soft as baby booty.
So he's soft as baby shit.
Yeah.
This is why they want to distract you.
Oh, yeah.
With Did He Know?
Did you see this thing that the Biden administration pushed through? This new martial law thing?
Yeah.
This is very disturbing.
This is what I was
Jamie,
talking about,
please
guys.
Google this so
It's
we can
real.
find out
This
what
is
the
real,
actual
real.
law states. But it's DOD Directive 5240.01, giving the Pentagon power for the first time in history to use lethal force to kill Americans on U.S. soil who protest government policies.
What are they expecting?
5250.01, sounds right?
Is that what it is?
Sorry.
Did I tell you what it is? I'm sorry. 5240.01. DOD directive. This is from RFK Jr. Posted this on Twitter, and I'm finding out about it because people are blowing me up about it. That's fucking terrifying. That is a terrifying thing to push through for the first time in U.S. history, giving the military the ability to shoot and kill American citizens.
That's crazy too. It's interesting because with the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act and stuff like that, it's almost like they kind of, in a weird way, just make it legal what they're already doing.
What is that? The Smith Modernization Act?
The Smith-Mundt Modernization Act that Obama pushed through, which basically made it so it was legal for the U.S. government to use propaganda against its citizens, which they were already doing in different ways through CIA and all that stuff. So it's not like we can legally do it. You can't sue us now.
How crazy is it that it's legal to lie?
How crazy
is that? It's legal for the government to not just legally lie, but they can concoct completely fabricated stories just to push a narrative if they decide that it's in the best interest of national security or whatever.
To just manipulate energy in your mind and all.
I really understood that they could just kill people for going against the U.S., I'm assuming.
They can kill a U.S. citizen
for
protesting, pretty much for being a threat to national security. Pretty much they can kill you if they feel that.
So now they could kill you. So now they could kill you.
If I start saying some shit that they don't like.
So now they're canceling your freedom of speech.
Pretty much. Because I gotta watch certain things that I say, and if I say something wild that's true and that they don't like, they can kill me.
They could kill you before you get your freedom of speech.
They can legally kill you and not get in trouble for it. So which means they can send a CIA hit team to kill you. All right, so
trash.
Considering that was passed before they tried to kill Trump. All right, so was that a legal assassination attempt on Trump by the U.S. government?
Yeah, probably.
I would say so. I would say it was probably sanctioned because they labeled him as a threat to democracy, a threat to the U.S. government. And if you label somebody a threat to that and it's legal to try to kill them, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Didn't they say Obama passed it though? So isn't
No,
this before?
Biden did it. Biden did it.
Okay.
Obama passed a different law that helped. You can go back to it, but Obama passed something else that helped. That did something else. It wasn't with that. He was just referencing to it because this is just what they pass. Shit that doesn't work for us. It's always to, Obama passed the thing for misinformation. Basically, the government can get on there and lie to you and tell you that it's true when they know damn well it's false. You know, like I can't think of something off the top of my head, but there's a lot of points that we can literally look up where they lied to us. But yeah, how do you feel about them being able to kill United States citizens for whatever reason? Doesn't matter for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't feel safe.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Especially if you're in like media and you're talking bad against the government, like about the shit that they're doing, they probably fucking whack you. Especially if you get a following and let you get fucking millions of people following you. I'm pretty sure that's why Joe Rogan, there's certain things he's got to censor himself about too.
We probably gonna have to watch what we can say now.
We're little fish. We're little fish. You know, if you once you get to like millions and millions of followers like that, and
Mr. Beast status,
and you're saying things that they don't like,
they can still stop little fish.
Oh no, they can. But if you're saying true shit that other people are not saying, is really what it is. If they feel you're a threat, they can kill you. It doesn't matter what threat is. They can just feel that you're a threat. That's what I mean. And I use Trump for an example because they literally said he's a threat to democracy. After them passing this, it makes sense that him being a threat to democracy in their eyes, that they would try to make an assassination attempt on him because it's 100% legal. They can do that.
So now when he comes into office, can he veto that?
He can find out if they actually tried to assassinate him. He'll be able to find out. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to find out. Because that's why they probably don't want him to take office. There might be something happening before January 20th. Don't be surprised if there's like a surprise thing where
they already got that new virus.
You see, and it's because they don't want him to take office. The Democrats already said to try to block the transition of him taking power. The Republicans never said that. Trump didn't try to technically block it. He just said to make sure that it was all legit if he won or not. And they didn't even let him do that. The judges, I don't know, there's a lot of bullshit that happened with that, man. It's because they can't, if they were to come out and say that the US election was rigged and Joe Biden won, bro, how would the people feel? They wouldn't give a fuck, but the people would probably tear some shit up. Because now it's all fake now. So they would never be able to come out and say that it was rigged. How Joe Biden won was just because of the mail-in vote. Me and my buddies were talking about this. It wasn't cheating. Both sides cheat, whatever, however you look at it. He won because of the mail-in vote. There was a lot of people that got to stay home and mail in their vote. Well, this time around, they didn't allow the mail-in vote unless you were like military or absentee ballot. Your vote didn't count if it was mailed in, for the most part. So that's why Trump won by a landslide this time. Well, not landslide, but the Electoral College, he won by a lot.
Shit getting wicked out here.
I think it's always been wicked. We just see it a lot more. I'm going to keep saying that. Remember the medieval times? That shit was pretty bad.
I don't remember.
You don't, but if you ever heard stories about the medieval times, it was pretty bad then.
Only thing I know about that is Gladiator.
I mean, look at that. Fighting to the death. We don't have that now.
No.
We don't. I mean, probably in other countries, but not here. Mom records herself beating infant daughter, then sends video to the child's father saying, I'm stuck with this thing until she dies. How wicked is that?
Beaten. And now tonight, only on 10, you are going to see when North Miami police respond and how they get this little baby girl back into safe hands.
Oh, that's great.
North Miami police, if you make yourself known if you're here.
We are bringing you right into the moment Saturday night when North Miami police rescue a 2-month-old girl.
Please come
2
out.
months?
Hands up, please. Hands up, hands up, hands up. You with the baby?
This is Rayana Thomas. She's accused of taking video of herself hitting the infant while yelling and cursing at her. Cops say she sends the video to the baby's dad, and he flags down an officer. Cops say Thomas forcefully pushed the frightened and afraid baby girl while calling her names.
Rihanna, you should have done that. You should have done that. Rihanna, how many times have I not put you in jail?
Mom begins to cry, but police say Thomas also texted, "It makes me so sick that she doesn't have a different father, and I can't love her because she has a part of you."
How would you do that? You can't do that. You can't do that.
She says she was just upset. She also told him she'd punch her daughter dead in the face, according to police.
This is unacceptable. I'm going to say the least. It's actually
Such a disturbing story, and
That's crazy.
Now, if I seen that happen, I don't hit women, but I slam the shit out of a girl. Like, if you hit my kid like that. I don't care if that's your daughter. That's my child, too.
How about you, Dempsey? How you feel about that?
Yeah, that shit's sick. She should go to life in jail and in a mental hospital.
Yeah, I think she has mental issues. I think she should definitely be in a mental hospital. For me, I think a lot of women suffer this right here, man.
Postpartum.
I don't know if it's postpartum. I think it's mad that the father don't want to be with you or doesn't choose you or whatever. So they're gonna take it out on the kids or the kid for this matter, or they'll neglect the kid or they'll treat the kid bad, and it could be their own kid and they'll still treat it bad. Like what she said, dude, you look like your father or whatever. So therefore, I'm gonna mistreat you. This happens to a lot of kids more than ever from their own mothers.
Yeah, they be salty when they look like you.
Yeah, I've seen it personally where a woman would get mad at her kids because the kids favor the father. Women are supposed to be nurturing and loving. How come women do this shit? This is like there's no words for this. It's like the BT 3000 and shit.
Fuck is that?
No, never mind.
Yeah, that's some other stuff.
It's the Terminator. Tommy Sotomayor says that the BT 3000. Yeah, I can't say it here. We might get canceled.
It ain't nothing for me to look up.
Did your daddy pass away?
But that was not. I don't even have my birth certificate. So you took my birth certificate?
Did he ever pay child support? And what you mean birth certificate? Didn't I have
What
you?
does that got to do with me? He left me money, not you.
Okay, but he never took care of you, so that was his payback for me. That was my payback. That he's never gave me child support to take care of you or your
That has
brothers.
nothing to do with me.
What you mean it doesn't?
I don't know why you think you can just take my money. It's not your money. It's not yours at all.
It is my money. I had you.
It's in my name.
Okay,
That's stealing.
Pause it real quick.
You your name.
That's stealing. You took my birth certificate.
She just tried to stop. I'm sleeping. Let me go back to sleep. She just tried to cut her kid off right away and didn't even let her finish. Man, that shit is crazy. Go ahead, play this shit.
Certificate and claim insurance money. My inheritance. That's stealing.
I had you with your father that passed away that didn't give me a single dime. Not one.
Why would you do that?
What you mean?
Some motherfucker don't deserve shit.
How you think about that?
At the end of the day, nothing was left to her, so it should have been stayed with the child.
Facts.
She stole right there. The mom, she forged the birth certificate. Look, took the birth certificate and stole the daughter's life insurance policy.
I ought to took her ass to court.
I'm pretty sure she probably did. That happens all the time where the kids take the parents or vice versa, you know. But how do you feel about the mom doing that to her own daughter over money?
Nah, she shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, that's greed. That's the type of stuff that obviously break up your relationship.
This is how a lot of women are, though, man. It's crazy. A lot of women are like that. I'm not saying all of them, but there's a handful of women that are like that. You can just throw a rock and you'll find a woman that's just like that. That's entitled to everything. That thinks she's entitled to everything, but is entitled to absolutely dick in her mouth, and that's it. Straight up, bro. And you can see just her attitude. And she's probably a single mom. There ain't no guy want to put up with that shit. You know, and tell a guy that you did that to your daughter. There ain't no guy ever gonna want to be with you unless it's something going down her throat, and that's about it. You know, fuck, dude. There's men that are bad too, but I mean, women should never be like that with their kids, man. There's one thing a man doing Chris fucked up shit like that, but that little girl came out of her. You know, and then she's gonna steal whatever her dad gave to her. For whatever reason, your dad didn't give me no money. Oh, boo-hoo, that's your problem. You picked the wrong one, not me. She picked the wrong way. How did she get pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
She had to lay on her back, open her legs up, and the guy had to slide up in her. She keeps her legs closed, no baby happens. It's that simple. People don't like the consequences of their actions. That's really what it comes down to. And this lady's just a thief. She probably want to go to the club. Look at her hair. That hair is like $300-$400. How much does it cost for weave or that fake hair? I know it's expensive.
It's expensive if you get the good stuff.
$300-$400.
I don't know, more than that.
Exactly. Look at that. Am I wrong for keeping my son away from his biological father? Because we're going into the deep dive on women. Women on some fucked up shit right now. What y'all on, women? All right, go ahead. Let's play this.
Wild.
My daddy out of my life because of y'all relationship problems.
Don't come in my room asking me about nobody you don't see me with.
Mom, but why does everybody else got a daddy but me? Why I don't got no daddy?
You really want to know why your daddy?
Yeah, tell me. What's the reason? Say it.
When I first had you.
When you first had me, what?
I was pregnant.
Yeah, you was pregnant.
And he wasn't acting right. He was cheating. He treated me like I was nothing my whole night. Listen to me. He didn't deserve to be in your life.
What?
He didn't deserve you. Then once he wasn't there for your birth, the gender reveal, he wasn't there for shit.
So that meant keep my daddy away from me because of the way he treated you?
It's not because of just how he treated me. It's just that I knew that he was going to be in and out your life, and you ain't
that.
What?
Oh, you didn't let me decide that.
I didn't let you decide that because I didn't want you to go through that. You was too young to go through that. But now,
so you
since
took
you're
my
16,
daddy out of my life because of y'all relationship problems.
Since you're 16,
bro,
you can contact him, but I cannot promise you it's not gonna be the same.
This whole time, why you ain't been say that when I was? Why you ain't let me decide that? Why is you deciding?
He look older than her.
Father or not? Huh?
Yeah, you do look older than her. Is this a skit?
Pause it real quick.
I wish you was never in my.
Is this a skit?
He's 16 and she probably looks like she's 30.
Oh, she look younger than that to me.
Nah. So she probably had him young. My buddy.
But he look older than her though.
No, I don't think so. You can tell he looks young. He looks 16 and she don't look like no 16. He looks 16, 17, 15 years old.
They look like they could pass for brother and sister.
She's young. She's probably 30 years old, 28 years old, double his age. You get what I'm saying? She's probably literally just double his age.
He look grown right there.
Check this out. If I shave off all my beard, clean cut my hair off, I look young again too. I'm 35. Some people just naturally look young. Keyshawn, you look a little bit older, and you know, people everybody's different. Everybody ages different. That's what I mean. Like Nando, he looks like he could be older than me, and he's younger than me. He's like your guys' age, a little bit younger than you guys, and he stresses, so he looks like he's older than me. I don't stress, bro. There's nothing to stress about it. If I can't do it, I can't do it. Fuck it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you stress, then it's only gonna hurt you. If it's out of your control, it's out of your control. But go ahead, continue playing this.
Bro, man, this man, bro.
I did what I thought was best for you.
You didn't even let me give him a chance.
You could give him a chance now. I have
What?
his social medias. Would you like to contact him
Yeah.
through social media? But you see,
Can I go live with my daddy?
But has he reached out to you?
I don't know.
Now,
So you
since
took
you're
my
16
daddy out.
You hear that? Has he reached out to you? How can he reach out if the mom's keeping him away? If he doesn't even know who his dad is, how can he reach out?
Yeah.
How can he reach out if the dad doesn't even know who his son is, doesn't even really know what he looks like? How can he reach out? This is women right here. Not all women, but look at this. This is some women. And honestly, dude, I've seen this. It doesn't matter what color you are. I've seen this in all households. When I first got with Veronica, she didn't do this per se. Like, she didn't not tell them who their dad was, but speak highly of them or just speak good about them or anything. Just like
you saying with your
kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, a lot of women are like this, bro. They feel some type of way towards the dad. The dude's not a good guy. He's a piece of shit. Okay.
Oh, you talking about?
So I understand why she was like that with him, but you got to let your kids let your kids decide.
Yeah.
So when I first
give them that option.
Yes, when I first got with her, she was trying to keep that away from him. Like, you're not going to talk to your kids. You're not going to see them. No, you're a piece of shit, whatever. And then I told the kids, I said, if you ever wanted to talk to your dad and your mom's not letting you, I said, come talk to me. I said, I'll let you talk to your dad. I'll go tell your mom. I'll make sure it happens. One day, the kids came up to me. He's like, Dad, or Mike, you remember when you said that if we ever wanted to talk to our dad, that you'll let us? I said, yeah, what's going on? I said, you guys should know who your dad is. I said, I know who my dad is. My mom and dad are not together, and I know who my dad is. I said, you guys should know who your dad is and let you guys make that decision. And so I go over there and had an argument with Veronica because she didn't want to let him, at first. And then I explained to her why. I said, let them make that decision. If he's a piece of shit, let them be the ones to decide that he's a piece of shit. I said, I'm a man, and let the kids decide. They call him up. They're having a conversation. They're talking. He's promising them the world, talking about, I got this house for you. Can come over. He pulled up to the side of the house and the road and took pictures of horses and was like, woo, 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 like this is your horse, this is your horse, and this is your horse, and the whole time it was Fantasyland. So whatever, they didn't know that. The time comes where they want to go and see him. He's in Las Vegas, and they wanted to go. So I was like, look, this your dad. If you guys want to go, I'm with it. I want you guys to go, but he has to pay for the plane ticket. He has to pay to get you guys there and back, to show that he wants you guys there. I said, I'm not going to pay for the plane ticket. If your dad wants to see you guys, he's got to pay for it.
Yeah.
And he did. So I respect him for that. He paid for the plane ticket so they can go out there. And they got to see exactly who he was. And I won't get into that here, but they got to see exactly who he was. They called right away and was like, I don't want to be here no more. And I was like, okay, I sent a ticket right away. Like, no questions asked. But I wanted them to see for themselves.
They had to see
right.
it.
And now that they're adults, they can choose to contact them and talk to them. I recommend it. It doesn't matter what situation your dad is. You only have one dad. If he is who he is, accept him for who he is. That's it. And that's where I'm at in life. Look at Zephyr, bro. I've learned to accept him for who he is and love him unconditionally for who he is. And that's what they're going to have to do with their father, is accept him and love him unconditionally for who he is. Because if they don't, they'll never heal that wound that they never got to, that hole that's there that they never got to fill. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I know what it is. I know what that hole is. You know what I'm saying? I got to fill it with my kids. Hold on. Did you guys, how do you guys feel about that one? That one's pretty tough. That one's pretty tough.
I don't think nobody should be kept from their parents.
But how many men are keeping their kids away from their mother?
None
that I know of.
None that I know of.
I don't know any unless I don't know none. The mom can still be a piece of shit, and the dad will still be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Only women will keep their kids away from the dad or hold it against them.
Like I know of a mother that left her kids with the dad because she couldn't handle being a mother.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's respectable. If you can't handle it, it's good that you give the kids up. But at the same time, you got to remember you gave the kids up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there time to change and get better as you get older? Yeah. You know, at the time, sometimes people are young and they just can't handle it. I know somebody that did the same thing. She bailed out on my buddy. He has 2 kids with her, man. And I won't go deep dive into their situation, but he has 2 kids with her, and she did him dirty, dipped out, just like ghosted his ass, bro, and left him with the 2 kids. She came back, he accepted her back, and they're still together now. So some people are forgiving like that.
It takes a strong person to tell your mama, stop, you wrong.
Yeah, you ain't a man till you realize your mama full of shit. And then
Damn, say it again, Craig.
You're not a man till you realize your mama full of shit.
You ain't a man till you realize your mama full of shit. Make the shirt.
Yeah.
Men done went too far now.
Make the shirt. How you feel about that? Y'all mama full of shit?
Now that I look at it,
yeah. But why? Why is mama full of shit, Keyshawn? Because your mama is my mama.
I say that just because, like the video before, like I was getting told how like my dad wasn't shit, stuff like that, and like you ain't let me figure it out for myself.
Right. Yeah. I agree with that. Sometimes women, you need to tell your mama shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, they're just gonna. It's okay to respect your mom, but at the same time, you gotta let them know what the fuck it is. You know, that's the way I am. At one point, it was hard for me to do that, but I did, and now it's easier for me to say things like that. And it's not to be disrespectful. It's just what it is. You know. Yeah. And I won't say it's a disrespect, mom, or anybody's mom, but if it's the truth, and if you gotta say it, you gotta say it. You know. That's what it is for me. How about you, Dempsey? I know you don't talk back to your mama. Hell nah. Time be like, what, boy? What you say to me? You better get your ass in your motherfucking room.
I don't got nothing to say on that.
I ain't got nothing to say about mama. Play that again. Play that again.
It takes a strong person to tell your mama, stop, you wrong.
Yeah, you ain't a man till you realize your mama full of shit. And then
Damn, say it again, Craig.
You're not a man till you realize your mama full of shit.
You ain't a man till you realize your mama full of shit. Make the
All
shirt.
Right. So let me ask you this question: have you ever told your mom that she was wrong?
I have.
When you know that she was wrong.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so then apology. So you have then. You have. So that's what I was trying to ask you. So I had to replay it again so I can ask that question properly. So if you never tell your mom when she's wrong, knowing that she's wrong, that's what he's talking about. That you're not a man then, because you're afraid to tell your mom that she's wrong.
Yeah.
And if you're afraid to tell your mom that she's wrong, you'll never be able to tell any woman in your life that she's wrong. And it's gonna be harder for who?
Me.
You.
Yeah. I just get frustrated because I tell her she's wrong, and obviously
She doesn't listen.
Yeah,
Women don't listen, bro.
So it's just like it's just a headache. Honestly.
Nah, women don't listen, bro. Women don't listen, especially when they think they're right. And the worst part about it is when you prove it to them that they're wrong, and they
get more mad.
Not only more mad, they'll still go with their delusional rant about how they're right. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think that's just a woman thing, bro. Honestly, I think it's a woman thing because a few men that I've come across where I've hit them with facts and they'll still like, nah, that's not true, and they'll like run away from the conversation. But it's mainly women that do that. Men that do that, they tend to have more feminine traits, and they'll get mad at you for telling them that too.
Yeah,
that's what females do. If you tell me I got feminine traits, I'm gonna be like, well, tell me how. Explain to me. I'm not gonna get mad at you for telling me your opinion, motherfucker. Tell me how.
Yeah. Finally found the page you've been looking for.
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh shit.
So he's getting ready to fight with dude, which is probably his dad, brother, cousin, somebody he knows, friends, whatever. Dude's getting ready to walk out the door, but there's no content on what he's saying. Is he saying, I'm coming back, I'm going to come back and shoot your ass? Or what is he saying to make that guy shoot him? We don't know.
Yeah, damn.
You know?
Wow.
How do you feel about that, Keyshawn?
So say we in the same situation and I got my gun on me. I'm not gonna shoot him if I see he ain't got no gun or no weapon. Like, we gonna fight it out.
Yeah, no. I'm not.
Everybody's
so
different.
this is why I don't get into confrontations like this with people. I avoid all confrontations like this as much as possible. It's the smartest thing to do is to avoid this confrontation. So how to avoid this conversation when somebody walks into your store or place where you're at and attacks you or whatever? How do you avoid that?
I mean, back away.
You really can't. In this situation, you really can't avoid it. You just got to do your best to make the best possible decision for that. Now, the dude was walking away. I don't know what he said that made the guy shoot him. I'm assuming he said something like, all right, you want to pull that gun on me? I'm going to come back. I'm pretty sure he said something like, I'm going to come back for your ass. Or said something to the guy to make them shoot. I don't think he just shot him because he was fighting with the dude. Maybe he draw the gun at him to get him to leave and to stop. And that's when he said something that made him shoot him. As soon as we get some more content behind this video, because I'm going to look it up and see if I can find it, then we'll be able to see. But from what we see, dude fucking killed this guy, man. I mean, I don't think he should have killed him.
If he did say that he was coming back to shoot, would it be okay to shoot him at that instant?
I mean,
by law, no.
By law, no. But at the same time, are you gonna let this guy come back and shoot your dad, your mom, your sister, a customer that's in your store? Or are you just gonna take him out now because he's already not a good person? I don't know the guy, but he seems like to be the aggressor to me. And not saying that he deserves to ever be shot because he's the aggressor in a situation. But if you do say that you're gonna hurt somebody, then I mean, you're kind of asking for somebody to hurt you.
I mean, now the guy with the gun goes to jail, loses his gun license, loses all that because he shot him.
No, this might be a stand your ground state. We don't know the contents behind it, and this would technically be a stand your ground thing because if he was fighting with the dude, he was protecting the buddy, and if dude said that he's coming back with a gun, he's protecting himself. He was in fear for his life. He don't know if he was going out to his car to get a gun.
So from what this comment says, it happened in New York, but I don't know how true that is. It says it happened in Queens.
Okay, so there's no stand your ground law. Buddy's in jail. But dude went to jail for that, and he's probably fighting to get out. I mean, depending on the situation, depending on your jury, look at the guy that choked out the guy and he got out of jail. There was another guy, a black guy, that stabbed a white guy in self-defense because he was protecting his girlfriend, and he got out of jail. This could be the same situation. He's protecting his dad or his brother right there, and Dude said that he's coming back with a gun, so he made the decision to shoot him. He don't want to die. He's protecting his family.
Yeah.
So he might go to jail for it. He might lose his stuff at first, but he'll probably be able to get it all back if they can prove self-defense. So if they got it on camera that he says, I'm coming back with a gun, or they both said that, or there's multiple people saying he's coming back with a gun, they're going to tend to go with what they said over.
But then it's tough if it's a surveillance like this with no audio.
Yeah, if there's surveillance with no audio, it's gonna be tough to depict on what anything was said. But you can hear there was some type of audio there. Ay, vámonos here.
No, you sure that wasn't just the background of them recording this right here?
That's possible.
Yeah, because you would have heard the gunshots.
Now he definitely said something for him to unload on him like that, to kill him. I'm pretty sure it was something like, I'm coming back. And that's what most people say. When you get drawn out on it, you something like that, you say some crazy shit, man. That doesn't justify anybody's killing, man. At the same time, I'm going to say this again all the time, accountability. You can't go into somebody's place of business and threaten them for whatever reason, square up with people and expect them not to defend themselves like this. Mm-hmm. Especially not knowing if this guy's got a weapon or anything like that.
Man, I would have been like, come back. I got something for you still.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You're going to wait for him to come back and just shoot the place up? Because he might not just... What if you're not there? And you don't have that gun with you, and you're not there, and it's your dad there, and your dad gets killed, or your mom gets killed, or your sister gets killed, or a customer gets killed for that matter.
If it's my store, we guns all over.
You can't do that, Keyshawn. Like what I mean, like if it's a restaurant, there's not going to be guns all over.
Oh, the restaurant's a different story.
You get what I'm saying? And that's what it looked like it was.
Nah, I thought it was like a convenience store or something.
Restaurant, convenience store, little deli, same type of thing. Say a little store type of place. That's what I mean. It was probably a family-owned business or a small little spot. We learned during COVID, bro, that people will come and tear your shit down if you let them. We're gonna keep letting anybody just tear our shit down. Doesn't matter who you are. That doesn't justify the killing. Like I said, I mean, they probably could have just called the cops on him for that matter. You get what I'm saying? Instead of unloading on him and just say he threatened me. But at the same time, if you get threatened by somebody, what good are the cops going to do? This guy's just going to come back and fuck you up. We don't know if he got threatened, but I'm willing to bet that he got threatened. I'm willing to bet it.
Yeah.
You know, and you can see that dude was the aggressor in the situation. So it just sucks, man. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Do not have him watching my child, bro. Why do you have him watching my child, man? What you mean? I just came from the jail. Where is you going, man? Give me my child, bro.
Keep this man.
Give me my child, man. Why you got him watching our child, man?
What's wrong with him watching?
I don't want him watching my child. Look at him.
Ain't nothing wrong with him.
You don't confuse my child, man. Give my child, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with him.
Give my child, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with him.
What you mean it ain't nothing wrong with him?
Nothing wrong
And
with
then
him.
you pay him $5.
Move. Dallas, you cool with it?
I know. I told you I don't want your brother watching my child, bro. I told you that. I told you that I don't want your brother watching my child.
What he watching him?
Man, give me my son, man. Give me my son, bro. Give me my son, man.
Nah, move.
Yeah. Man, give me my son.
Dallas.
Give me my son.
See?
Oh, I told you that from the get-go. I don't want him watching I don't even want him around my child, bro. I don't even want him around my child. What you mean?
It's okay, bro. You finna go.
Come on, man. I don't even want him in my crib, bro.
You gonna watch him? You gonna watch your kid?
I don't even want him. Yes, I will watch my kid.
No.
Get him out of here, man. I don't even want this nigga in my crib. Just look at him, man.
And
then you gave him $5. Then you gave him $5. I just told.
How you feel about
There's
this?
a lot going on. I'm trying to understand it.
So the brother, he had like lipstick, eyelashes, makeup on.
I was trying to figure that out. I
Yeah.
didn't know if I was tweaking or not.
Yeah, no, he's you can see he's a little feminine.
Yeah, yeah, we can't. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
So who's in the wrong here? The guy or the girl?
The mom's in the wrong.
The mom's in the wrong.
Why?
She didn't respect the dad's
wishes.
Yeah, wishes.
Why else is she in the wrong?
For leaving the child with the child.
Another reason, why else is she in the wrong?
For
normalizing her little brother being like that. She's a woman.
Yeah.
She's supposed to not normalize that. It's obvious that he doesn't have a man in his life.
Exactly.
You know, so when you normalize that as a woman without having a man in his life, He's gonna think that's
Yeah,
okay.
he thinks
so when
it's
he's
okay.
putting his head down because he's feeling embarrassed that he's got makeup on, because this dude's clowning him because he's got makeup on. I mean, I understand it. At the same time, homie should have been like, bro, you a guy. You like girls. I like women. I want my son to like women.
Yeah.
You gotta like women. It's obvious that he probably don't have a man in his life too to
He
even
didn't know how to break that down.
to break it down. You know what I'm
him,
saying?
yeah.
You know, so it makes it a little bit harder for all parties involved, and it makes it worse for the sister because she obviously just don't give a fuck. You can see that she just wants to go out and party. Gave the kid $5 to watch the dude's son. It's already the kid's a little bit weird, so it's not you don't know what the fuck's gonna go on. Not saying that he's gonna touch him or anything like that, but he's just weird, you know. So when the kid grows up and seeing his uncle wearing makeup and high heels and shit, the same shit gonna happen with Barack Obama. That's why Barack Obama's a weirdo, because his nanny was a cross-dressing guy, and this is why Barack Obama made gays legal for the marriage. You know, his nanny was legit a guy that was a cross-dresser that thought he was a girl.
That's wild.
You know, so it goes down to this. Look at this. With Barack Obama doing that, now we got a whole generation of young black men that are more feminine than I could ever remember. I'm no bullshit. No bullshit. When I was a kid, it was not like this. It was not like this at all. It was mainly like white kids that were real like feminine or Latinos that were real feminine. It was never really too many blacks that I remember that were gay when I was a kid. Now it seems just like you could throw a rock in any direction and you find them. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So from what I understand, they did something to the women in the community to where they made them more manly and the men more feminine. And this is why you get a lot of women in the communities that are more manly now and men that are growing up more feminine. It's something that they're doing to us, man. There was a study of what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's something that they're doing to the people. I wouldn't say just any specific color. I would say poor people more likely to keep them fucked up in that situation to where the woman doesn't have to respect the man.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to, I don't need a man for shit. I'm a strong, independent woman, but I need child support. You know, so that's how it goes. You know, so I think this video was fucked up on all counts.
Yeah,
I think the sister should have handled it better with not letting the kid take care of a kid, but also trying her best not to let her little brother be gay. People say that they're born that way. I don't think that they're born that way. I think that's a condition that you're taught that over the course of time. My son, you learn what's right and wrong. Yeah, my son, he came down the stairs one time wearing a dress because he seen his sister wearing a dress, and I was like, nah, dude, you don't do that. You're a boy, you're a man, and we like girls. We don't wear girl clothes. We don't wear dresses. And Veronica was like, well, he's just a kid. Let him play. I said, no, I'm not gonna condition that right now at this age because he's gonna keep going thinking that's okay. And then he don't want to dress now. He's not, I'm a man, I'm a boy, rah. That's what he does now. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to instill that in him. Yeah. That's what men are supposed to do. Women are gonna teach women how to be women. A woman can never teach a man how to be men. Going back to Charleston White said this before. A woman will never be able to teach me how to be a man. That's why my mom couldn't teach me how to be a man. She had to drop me off at my uncle's. And when she dropped me off at my uncle's, he taught me about the birds and the bees, women, friendships, and pretty much how to be a man. And then I would get so much information from all the men around me, my uncles, my dad, my grandpa, everybody. And I would soak it in, and I'm kind of a little bit of each one. My Uncle David, everybody, my Uncle Larry, every single one. And it's up to you to soak in all the information from the men around you to create you. Not saying to be them, pick their best parts, and try to mold yourself into becoming who you're going to become. That's kind of what I did. Because I'm not my dad. I'm not my grandpa. I'm not no man in my family, but I got a little bit of Larry. I got a little bit of my dad. I got a little bit of my grandpa. Got a little bit of my Uncle David. Got a little bit of my Uncle Jesse, all in one, all in me. You get what I'm saying? It's because I grew up with all of them.
Amen.
That's why I don't let really nobody watch my kids. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not they shouldn't have to watch them. They're my kids.
Yeah, they're your kids.
I think.
Well, see, look, this situation right here, the boyfriend was at the gym. She probably think he out cheating. I'm going to go out to the club. You can see she already got high heels on. Well, where you going? I'm coming back from the gym. Where the fuck you going? I'm going out. I don't care. You can't tell me what to do. I'll never be with a girl like that. Veronica, she tried to when I was with her, I moved back in here, and she was like, "I'm gonna go out with my cousin and so and so." All right, what are you gonna do with the kids? I ain't watching them. They ain't my kids.
Ah, okay. You told me
they
before.
weren't. No, they weren't my kids. They
Okay.
weren't my kids. I'm not the one. You ain't gonna go out on me and go do whatever you got to do and leave me with your kid. No. I said, if you want to go out, go drop them off at your mom's. But hold on. Don't go yet. This is the ultimatum that I'm giving you. If you're choosing going out over your kids, over saving that money, going out and partying over your kids, going to drop them off at your mom's, I said, I don't want to be with you. I said, I see you're choosing to go out and party over your kids. I said, how old are you? I said, you still want to party? You still want to go out? She made that decision right there and then not to go out. I'm not saying that she couldn't go out, but to prioritize your kids. When you're going out 2 times a week, 3 times a week, every weekend, that's a problem. All right, prioritize your kids. Put that money towards your kids, their future, and then your life will be a lot better. She made that decision not to go out. She kind of stopped that whole going out process, drinking as much as that, all that whole party and shit that made me want to stay with her. So if she didn't make that decision, I wouldn't have stayed with her. I would not have stayed with her. And this is the privilege that we have as a man. It's your choice to stay or not all the time. Do women get to choose who they marry, or do men get to choose who they marry?
It's both.
Yeah.
No.
It go both ways.
No.
I do think it's
I mean,
both.
the dude get on the knee, she get to say yes or no.
Oh, yeah. But the man has to propose. The man has to choose her to be the wife. It's true. You don't see a woman be like, will you marry me? You don't get that. Because
I've seen a couple of videos.
You see a couple videos, but it's a rare thing that happens. You get what I'm saying? Men are the ones that choose who they want to be the wife.
I was saying in the aspect of like how you got these athletes with, these girls, and obviously they went and chose them to. Oh, you're saying marry? Okay, hold on.
Yeah. So what I mean by this is you can be in a relationship with a girl for 10 years and never ever propose to her. You get into a relationship with the next girl, and you guys just mesh, and you propose the fucking first month. I fucking love you. You're everything that I've ever been looking for. That's what men do. Men will get out of a toxic ass relationship and never propose to this girl, and propose to the girl the very next relationship because it's everything that they ever wanted. Men get to choose who the fuck they want to marry. Women really don't. Women can't go and be like, will you marry me? Men are gonna be like, nah. Most of the time, men are gonna be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because men are the ones that get to choose who they marry.
What if it's an equal party chose?
It's both. It goes both ways though, because girls can literally say no.
I understand that, but they're not choosing who they're marrying.
They are. They technically are.
But what if they were single and they chose to go with that guy?
No, what I mean by this is women aren't going up to men and proposing. Like mom didn't propose to your dad.
Well, if you're saying it like that, then no, it's rare.
It's not happening. So women don't
There
choose.
is videos like that, though.
There is, but women don't. 9 times out of 10, women aren't choosing who they're marrying. 7 times out of 10, I would say, men are choosing who they are marrying. You follow my drift? No?
I'm following.
I get where you're going.
Obviously, women have to say yes, but the man is choosing her. Out of every woman in the world.
She is also choosing him out of every man in the world.
But that's not true, because every man in the world don't want her.
If it's a good-looking woman, a lot of men will want her.
Yeah, I understand that, but every woman is not good looking.
That's like saying the guy choosing every girl isn't gonna want to accept that.
Check this out.
It's 50-50.
How many girls do you think deny a proposal when they're actually with the guy that they want to be with, that they actually like or love?
I've seen videos.
How many?
Don't be counting.
I'm pretty sure that they're saying yes more than no. That's every girl's dream, is to get married. Whether it's with the right guy or wrong guy, it's every girl's dream. Not every girl's, but a lot of girls' dream. So with me understanding that, I just feel that way, bro. That it's just gonna be. I think it's our choice as a man who we get to marry. Just for this example only, I can be with Veronica for 10 years, right, and never ever ever propose to her because it's my choice. But now we break up and I get with this next girl, and there's something about her that I click with, that I just like her better than Veronica. She just falls into everything. That has nothing to do with looks. Just her in general as a person. It's just all around what I'm looking for. And I ask her to marry me. That's what I mean by men choose who they marry, and women don't. Women don't get into a relationship like, oh, I'm gonna marry this guy. I'm gonna make him my husband. It just doesn't happen. If it does, it's rare. It's rare. It's rare.
I think it's 50-50. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, marriage is 50-50.
No, marriage is 100-100. If it's,
you get what I'm saying.
If it's 50-50, that means you're both giving half-ass.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, not really, because I don't believe in giving half-ass.
Now I'm 100.
That's 100% on me as a man.
And it's 100% on her as a woman.
For what? As what means? Because we both have different roles. Men and women usually have different roles.
Exactly. And those different roles is the 50-50 or the 100-100.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So 50-50 would be you're both still giving 50% commitment.
Take the 50-50 out of it. We're talking about I'm 100% locked in. I'm 100% locked in.
No.
So you think
both parties have a choice?
Yeah. But what do you mean? What do you mean?
As the man has a choice on who he wants to marry, and the woman has a choice on who she wants to marry.
I mean, yeah, but you're not understanding. I'm telling you that the men pick who they want to marry. Women don't. Find me a woman that goes up to a guy and says, "I want to marry you," and proposes. You just don't see that. You'll get a rare occasion. We're talking about an anomaly. What you're talking about? That's called an anomaly. That barely happens ever.
So you getting that men just propose first?
Men are gonna be the ones to propose. Women don't propose. Women don't propose, bro. It's rare. It's rare. It's an anomaly that you get a woman to propose.
Okay, yeah. And men will propose, we'll say 80% of the time.
And that's what I mean by they get to choose who they make their wife. Because they're the ones that are choosing.
That doesn't mean that she's going to agree to it, though.
Okay, she doesn't have to agree. But it was still the man's choice to make that decision to offer her to be the wife. That's like me going up to Veronica and say, hey, will you marry me? And she tells me no. Okay, but it was still my choice to even ask you. Mom didn't go up to dad and be like, will you marry me? Jeffrey proposed. Your dad proposed to her because he was in jail. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He got out of jail. They got married. He had to keep mom around somehow. You know, so I don't know, bro. That's how I feel, bro. Women don't have the choice on who they marry. Men choose who they marry. Women can go their whole lives without ever getting proposed to. Why? Because men choose.
Because the women's scared to take initiative because that's what's been pushed on them.
Because men choose who they marry. That's why.
That's what's been pushed on them. It's natural for men to say, "Oh, will you marry me?"
Because our choice.
Because that's what we were taught.
It's not.
What if this goes back to that's what we were taught?
It is.
And what if they What if they took the other part out and didn't tell us that it was the other way also?
So look, I do understand what you're saying, but it's what we were taught because we were taught all this stuff from growing up, right? But we are not taught that it's a wall right here. We're not getting any closer.
We're gonna pick this back up next time.
We're not getting any closer to this. It's like we're like hitting two walls right here, man. Explain to me why it's a woman's choice to get married.
I mean, it's a simple yes or no. That's the choice.
But then how come women don't propose more?
Because they're scared of society looking at them a certain way.
Yeah, or is it because most likely a man is going to tell them no because it's the man's choice?
If a man is not ready, he'll say no.
Exactly.
But
if the woman's not ready, she'll still say yeah.
Nah, I ain't seen it.
Mom!
She was ready at the time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, she was ready at the time.
She chose him because he proposed.
That's her issue then.
Zephyr was in jail, bro. Dad was in jail, bro.
If I'm not ready for something, I'm not agreeing to something.
Dad was in jail. Dad proposed to mom. Mom said yes. It's making my point, bro.
That's her fault then.
Exactly. So women don't choose. Men choose who they marry. Just like dad chose to pick mom. Hey, you're going to be my wife. Will you marry me? Yes. Oh my God.
Hey, she chose to make the wrong decision.
Exactly. She made, it's not necessarily the wrong decision. She made the decision that this is the outcome for it. That's just what happened. All right. That outcome gave us you, gave us Jocelyn, and gave us Sabrina. So I will never consider that the wrong decision. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just a decision.
But they didn't get married till I was well alive.
They didn't get married until
I was second or third grade. That's where you go.
Right before Jocelyn was born, I think.
So like 2004.
Yeah. But going back again, it's because your dad proposed. Women don't get married unless a guy proposes to them. So which makes it a man's choice. A woman still has to agree with it, but a man still has to initially make that first gesture because women just don't. There's a lot of beautiful women out there that men don't talk to them because they're too intimidating.
But that's their issue.
That's what I'm saying. Them women, a lot of them women never will ever get married.
Because they're scared to take the initiative?
Oh, no, because they're only looking for the top 1% of guys. And then the top 1% of guys don't want to marry them because it's their choice and they're rich and they don't want to get married to them. You follow my drift?
I see.
You follow my drift?
No, I see what you're saying.
You follow my drift?
I still say it is 50-50.
Check this out.
Yes, men have to take the
This
initiative.
woman can be so beautiful and I'll choose not to marry her solely because of her looks, and I'll choose to marry this girl because how she talks to me. This girl can look so beautiful over this girl, and I'll choose this girl because how she talks to me. She talks to me on an intellectual level instead of a vanity level on just how she looks. You get what I'm saying?
Same can go the other way though.
Yeah, but women aren't choosing that. You're not understanding. Women aren't choosing who they marry. You get what I'm saying?
I've seen plenty of women say, "Oh, I want him."
They choosing who they date. That leads.
They choose who they open up their legs to. But
I'm saying
is
they choose who they date, which ultimately leaves them wishful thinking into
marriage. Okay, yeah, I get that, but it takes the man is gonna propose. If the man never proposes, they'll never get married.
But if she never chose to accept the relationship with him, then she would have never got the marriage.
But that has nothing to do about the proposal, though. We're talking about proposing.
I mean, it leads up to it though,
because she's choosing the guy.
Yeah, I do get where you guys are coming from, but that has nothing to do with the proposal.
Okay, men will propose first.
My girl chose to take me back after me being a douchebag, right? That doesn't mean that I'm still gonna propose to her. She could want me to propose to her. My kids could want me to marry her. That doesn't mean I'm gonna propose to her. Why am I gonna propose to her if she's not giving me what I want? I love her, but I'm not talking about me in general. I'm talking about anybody else that hasn't been married yet, that they've been with their girl for 5-10 years, then they haven't proposed to her for whatever reason. There's something there that why they haven't proposed. There's a reason why they haven't proposed to this girl. Why?
It could all be situational. It could be they're scared. It could be.
It's never because they're scared. Men are never scared to get married. Never.
Hey,
men are not scared to get married, bro.
What if they wanted it? What if they wanted it a certain way?
What do you mean?
Like, say they want to be like financially stable or something like that.
What I'm saying is, men are not scared to get married, bro.
No,
they're
I
not.
hear you.
They're not. They're not. They're just not. Why do men get married? For money or for love?
No, they get married to fulfill the woman's dream of marriage.
No. Men don't get married to fulfill the woman's dream of marriage. Men get married for themselves. To feel that love, that bond that they're getting from another person that they don't get from nobody else in the world.
So if that's the case, what's the need for marriage?
That's what it is. It's a legal binding between the two people that they can't just separate because of whatever reason. That's how it used to be. Nowadays, with a lot of the women governors now, they allow divorce it's called a no-fault divorce, which is a man or a woman can just choose to get a divorce just because they don't like you no more. They fell out of love. Or they came across their high school sweetheart, and now that's giving them the time of day. Happens all the time. All the time. So, considering all that, it's still a man's choice to propose, bro. You won't convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I already know.
Because in this situation, women just don't propose, bro. Nine times out of 10, men are proposing, bro. Just like this. My mom, if my dad would have proposed to her, guess what my mom would have said?
Shit, I don't know.
My mom would have said yes. My dad didn't propose to her. My dad proposed to his current wife now and still with her. Men choose who they want to be with. Women don't. Hit that soundboard.
That shit go both ways, man.
Nah. Women want to be with.
Y'all gonna be at the steady wall, man.
Women want to be with these guys, but end up with me. The women don't get to choose who they want to be with, bro. I'm sorry.
Like, comment, subscribe, y'all, man. Y'all better be paying attention.
Drop me a follow on Twitter, Mike Vick 1989.
Yes, sir. Dem the Pimp on TikTok. Check it out.
Instagram, anything for Key. We out.